All right, now it's time to get into WWF Monday Night Raw, July 9, 2001.
Nuh-uh, it's time to get into the Observers.
Oh.
We gotta do that first.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
thank
got
you.
me.
Yeah, I mean,
He got
but
me.
I'm gonna be humble about it. Okay? Now it's time to get into the Observer portion of this. Before we get into the show, obviously, let's take a look at what was going on in World Wrestling at the time. We have talked about this exact period before, so I had already done Observers, but thankfully, at the same time, the Figure 4 Weekly was going on, so we can get a little...
let's go. TNA sucks. TNA is the worst.
TNA not invented yet.
Oh, okay. But it still sucks.
Yeah, I'm sure. But yeah, Brian Alvarez's take on some things here, especially with this invasion stuff. From the Figure 4 Weekly, July 9th, July 9th, 2001, titled Invasion Storyline Bombs at Raw. The morale of the former WCW wrestlers plummeted following the terrible reaction to the Raw show on Monday. Fans in Tacoma booed the WCW wrestlers out of the building and chanted, "This match sucks," during the Booker T versus Buff Bagwell WCW title match.
They did not do that. That never happened.
We watched this match, and I don't remember that happening, but
it never happened. And it was a fine match, and it was
That's
okay.
just fine.
It was just fine.
Yeah, that's just fine.
And nobody really cared. It just happened, and then that was it. Yeah.
Well, that doesn't seem to be the feeling in the back, Tony. When top heels Steve Austin and Kurt Angle attacked Booker T and Buff Bagwell, the crowd went nuts because they hate WCW.
Yeah, that's how they're postured.
Yeah, it couldn't be heat. It's just they were happy that the guys that they think suck lost. I've been reading this wrong here. After the show, some of the WCW wrestlers showed more concern about their future than they did during the dying days of the original WCW. At least when WCW was about to go under, they could look at the greener pastures of the WWF as a possible future home. Now, with the WCW angle in the WWF looking to be an early bust, they realize there's nowhere else to go if their services are suddenly found to be unnecessary. The on-screen tension between WWF and WCW guys is an intensified version of the real-life tension which exists backstage. The WCW wrestlers feel as if the WWF guys are already looking down on them as inferior performers. They feel as they're, quote-unquote, walking on eggshells. One wrestler said he always felt comfortable in the WCW locker room, even when the company was at its worst, but in the WWF, he feels like he has to constantly look over his shoulder.
Well, it's very funny when you, because you read this and you're like, man, you know, like Kevin Nash, Goldberg, Scott Hall, Scott Steiner. They're probably like, man, you know, I feel inferior here. No, it's fucking Sean Stasiak,
Buff Bagwell,
Chuck Palumbo.
Hugh Morris.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, you know, I'm not as good as Steve Austin, Kurt Angle. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, maybe Booker T didn't feel that way because he was like very good wrestler.
Yeah, he was great.
I guarantee he didn't feel that way. No way.
Yeah.
So even wrestlers who kept to themselves and were never known to play politics feel that there is heat on them on the WWF side, although everyone has been told they can dress wherever they want to. A few of the WCW guys noticed that they were hanging out and eating together as if they were a part of a clique and vowed to avoid that in the future so as to not to give the impression of being an elitist. The WWF side, on the other hand, claims the younger WCW wrestlers have no respect for the business and haven't been showing the proper locker room etiquette, which is surely like, you know, getting Bradshaw a beer, getting Chris Benoit a beer, getting Bob Holly a beer.
I think because I read something that Mike Awesome said about his time there too, and he said that like when he was in WCW, and this is really crazy to hear.
Sure.
That like he didn't really deal with any politics in WCW. Maybe because by the time Mike Awesome was there, things were really, really different. Like Hogan was on the way out, you know. Awesome
it was already like the power. Any power that was with the boys probably shifted crazy by that point, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So like, yeah. So he said he never really had to deal with politics in WCW. He said it was a pretty relaxed, like, you know, it was his day to day was pretty simple. In WWF, it wasn't. Like he felt like it was just a really politic heavy backstage, and like especially when it came to getting on the show and things like that.
Yeah, well, you know, all these dudes coming in from other feds. I imagine fucking, you know, Bradshaw and Bob Holly want you to fucking go away forever.
Yeah, I imagine so. So I mean, like, yeah, it was
maybe in the shower.
It was a battlefield. No.
By the way, shockingly enough, James, I know you'll be stunned by this one. There is a tremendous amount of heat on Buff Bagwell.
Wow. We watched the match. It was fine.
It was his fault. This didn't work because of him.
What do they want?
They want him to...
They wanted a WrestleMania main event with Buff Bagwell.
I guess it wasn't just in the ring. Yeah, I mean, that was never fucking happening. All the WCW wrestlers were scheduled to work out in the new rings last week in Stamford. The new rings are larger than the old ones, so everyone needs to get their timing down, I guess, compared to WCW rings.
Yeah, that's right.
Bagwell was late every day.
Oh, do people? We should probably mention that WCW rings were the 18 footers that like most independents use, and they also use the cable ropes.
Yes.
WWE or WWF at the time uses 20-foot rings, and they use ropes. They're like actual ropes.
Real ropes.
We have real ropes here. Man, real ropes.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
So Buff Bagwell was late every day to these workouts. He was also late for the WCW house show in Spokane, Washington on Sunday night.
That was the death of WCW Spokane, Washington.
Yeah, I mean, that really put him in the dirt. It was the worst territory. They booed all their
That
matches.
was the darkest day in WCW history when it was Spokane, Washington.
Dark side of the ring, Spokane, Washington. He displayed an aloof and pompous attitude backstage at Raw, and Bagwell is the one guy that is seen as a prick to guys on both WWF and WCW sides.
Yeah, that all makes sense to me.
But, you know, I'm actually surprised, like, hearing that, that sounds like a guy that they would, like, keep around and push just to, like, cause some chaos backstage.
I mean, realistically, everyone in wrestling is out of their mind and insane.
That's fucking true.
Yeah, so, I mean...
More than you all know.
Sometimes you're just gonna get soloed out. And, that's what happened to Buff Bagwell. Sorry, buddy.
From the Figure 4 Weekly, July 16th, 2001, following last week's disastrous Raw and confusing SmackDown, the WWF scrapped nearly every major long-term plan they had and went on an entirely new direction with the July 9th Raw. Everything is up in the air. Plans to do a televised draft on July 23rd as a part of McMahon's divorce settlement may or may not take place. The original idea was for Linda to declare everyone a free agent and have each side take turns choosing superstars one at a time, but they thought twice about it because they figured by the 4th or 5th round, everyone else after that would look like mid-carders. Well, I guess
they had was
mid-carders. Yeah, I mean, look at they brought over.
Yeah, really. There's a shot in the show where, like, they're standing in the back room. It's like, dude, wow.
Somehow Big Show is in that room and he's also a mid-carder.
Yeah, what the fuck, man? He's like a 7-foot tall, 500-pound beast. Put him back there with Sean Stasiak now.
I'm getting pushed out by him too. Yeah. Same goes for the Raw concept with them being up in the air about it. WCW Raw concept. Clearly, there is a negative stigma attached to the letters WCW. Alvarez says, as I've personally learned over the past week, it doesn't matter how many times you tell fans that top WWF stars will be a part of the new WCW, they still get extremely angry when the thought of Raw becoming a WCW show is mentioned. I really wish that would have happened.
Yeah, I mean, devil's advocate play, I would have loved to see it happen just to see it fucking just... I couldn't even imagine.
Imagine if the rating, like, cut in half. Like, that would have been nuts.
Dude, that would be crazy.
I mean, like, the idea of changing Raw to WCW is absolutely fucking insane. I actually can't even, like, fathom.
I don't know why they wouldn't just originally say SmackDown. Like, why wouldn't SmackDown be the WCW show?
I guess Nitro was on Mondays, so they were like, okay, well, if anyone's going to tune into this, it would be on a Monday.
Put it on Sunday.
Because they were already used to it.
We don't have Scott Hall. We ain't got Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, Hogan, Steiner, Goldberg.
They're coming.
Yeah,
y'all are going to Heat. And we're calling this WCW Heat. Now go over there. It maybe wouldn't have been a bad idea. I'd test the waters and would see what you had and
see if the rating went up, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, what are you going to lose if Heat, does bad for a few weeks?
Dude, Al Snow was commentating that. You lose a lot, man. You can't replace him.
God, he would have. Oh my God, he would have been buried everyone in WCW.
He would have, dude.
Wow,
yeah, he would have big time.
Yeah.
Sad news here, boys. Buff Bagwell has been released from the WWF.
No! Or yes, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you want.
Yeah, really.
Alvarez says, he says, that sets some sort of record. Just problem after problem after problem. First, Bagwell and Shane Helms got into a skirmish at the WWF Training Center last week.
Oh.
All the WCW guys were called in to train so they could get accustomed to the new rings, as we were talking about before. These were the same practices that Bagwell kept showing up late for. Shane Helms was in the ring working out, and Bagwell started mocking him, saying he did too many high spots and that none of it mattered because he didn't have the body to become a huge star.
Is that Buff Bagwell talking to Hurricane Helms?
That's correct.
Yeah, you're leaving. Get out of here. Just go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, you're nuts. Yeah,
wow. Hurricane's like an all-timer. Yeah, why don't you go and get out of here?
It's not like he didn't have, like, he wasn't huge, but like he looked he had some size to him, like a little.
No,
bit,
we've
right?
talked about it before. He's like one of the best minds in wrestling. Like really,
he's fucking a genius.
Yeah, super smart. So yeah, that was probably out of pocket.
Well, they got into it, and Shane Helms ended up hitting him with a water bottle full of ice. Bagwell was busted open, and they were separated before it escalated into anything further. Last week before Raw, Buff Bagwell arrived at the building, immediately took his shirt off, and started walking around like a prick.
It was hot.
Everyone who wasn't annoyed just laughed at him behind his back. He didn't work the house shows this weekend, claiming his neck had been injured when the Acolytes powerbombed him in the post-show angle at the SmackDown tapings.
I mean, he had a broken neck.
He was gone, James. He can go tend to that neck at home and shave his
probably
balls
what they
out
said
wherever
on
he
the
wants.
Yeah, hang out with his mom and shave it.
Yeah, get his hairy balls out as much as he'd like to.
Dude, I like the fact that they say he was walking around like a prick. He's probably just walking around with his shirt off because it's hot, like normal walking.
Yeah, Tony, he was probably just walking around.
Pissing me off.
Look at this fucking guy.
Hurricane Helms said, look at this fucking guy.
You walk by Vince, this guy's just pissing me off. What the fuck? Get him out of here.
He walks into Vince's office, who's getting a massage, eating a steak. Where's your shirt?
Bradshaw probably said, hey, you take your fucking shirt off. So he took his shirt off, and they messaged Alvarez and said, this guy's walking around with his fucking shirt off. Asshole.
Like a prick.
Specifically.
That'd be crazy as hell.
That's probably not too far from the truth,
Yeah,
actually.
it's definitely probably like, what do you call it, 6 degrees or something?
Oh, yeah, separation,
yeah.
yeah, sure. Vince McMahon was irate with how the WCW segment went down on Raw Monday night. Of all the people who mocked that segment in main event match, I don't think anyone came even close to matching Vince's unhappiness. Before the show, Jim Ross called all the WCW guys into a meeting. Vince went off on them, telling them that they were lucky to even be with the company and needed to show some more respect.
All right.
Once the meeting adjourned, all the WCW guys went out of their way to act sociable around the WWF guys. Vince was so upset with the whole evening that he refused to even acknowledge any of the WCW guys who were standing near the gorilla position backstage.
Dixie Carter used to do this like every week.
Including Buff Bagwell shirtless. Yeah, Dixie Carter would dress him down and tell him how much better Hogan was than
Hulk Hogan's coming in. If you guys don't like it, get the fuck out.
Yeah, Vince Russo's booking is just fine. Fuck you, AJ Styles, you fucking bitch.
Yeah, motherfucker. And fuck you too, Smojo. Hey, why you say fuck me for? What are you gonna do? Fire me? Go ahead. Fire me.
Yeah, I think I will.
I don't care.
I only put this one down because of the typo here. Spike Dudley broke his ankle at SmackDown doing the Dudley Dong. Will be out of action several weeks.
I thought it was kayfabe, I'll be honest with you.
I thought so too, but no, his shoot fucking broke his tibula fibula, whatever
sucks,
it was.
Man.
Yeah, no, I mean they show it on the show slow-mo style.
Yeah, it
didn't
look like it was like it looked like a bad landing, but yeah, I thought they kayfabe the injury. So
no, I guess not. Last couple things here from the Figure 4 Weekly, July 23rd, 2001. After hearing rumblings literally minutes after the reunion angle on Raw last week, it was made official Wednesday that the WWF was illegally using ECW trademarks.
Oh, man, I remember this. Yeah, I remember you talking about this before.
The story was broken on OneWrestling.com, which is owned and operated by one of the debtors in the ECW bankruptcy, Bob Ryder. In a report Wednesday, Ryder wrote that the WWF had been told to retract all statements relating to the purchase of ECW by Stephanie McMahon.
Wait, Bob Ryder of like TNA?
Yes, that's right. He's got the big mustache. You remember him?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. According to the report, the WWF hadn't purchased any ECW assets, and the court was unaware of the company's intentions to use the assets as a part of the storyline on Raw and SmackDown. The problem is that the trademarks and other assets used in the angle are now the property of the United States Bankruptcy Court of the Southern District of New York.
Damn.
Alvarez says, to put this in simpler terms, Paul Heyman doesn't own anything anymore. He doesn't own the trademark, and he doesn't own any of the assets. And the trustee in the case here, Miss Balaber Strauss, does. So Paul Heyman giving Vince McMahon the permission to use the ECW trademark is about as legal as you or I giving him that permission.
Damn, dude, that is pretty nuts.
WWF has shown no sign of backing down from this, even after being told to retract the statements. ECW was prominently mentioned at the house shows and on television over the weekend. On Raw, nothing had changed. ECW was still in full effect, and Steph was still the storyline owner. The only sign that the company would be backing down is WWF's various websites, where the WCW ECW coalition is being called WECW. Obviously, that doesn't stick. Though I wish
That's
it did.
fucking funny as shit, though.
WCW.
What are you talking about? We got WECW over here.
Yeah, well, it's totally different, man.
Yeah, come on.
They come out to the ECW song.
Dude, it's so funny how everything twisted around with ECW being like notoriously not following copyright issues, and now like WWE getting sued for copyright issues in ECW.
Yeah,
Pretty
dude.
crazy.
Like, I think in the article too, it said something like if WWF wanted to buy it out, they would have to pay for like $7 million in debt or something to like even own any of that shit. And also that Alvarez like speculated that WCW was sold to WWF for like $5 million, which
that
sounds nuts.
I thought it was 2, but you know what? Maybe it was a little more.
Yeah, I mean, it could be somewhere in between there. Yeah,
It was probably 2 for like, you know, the name and shit, and then they probably got like the tape library or something. You know, some shit.
for a few million. Yeah, sure. Yeah, WCW. Extreme.
We see dub.
But that is it for the Figure 4 Weekly Observer portion of the show. Now it's time to talk about WWF Monday Night Raw, July 9th, 2001.
All right, let's get into Raw is War.
Yeah!
We start with a cold open here. Undertaker interfered in the WCW Power Hour when DDP was facing Booker T for the WCW title.
Yeah, it was on SmackDown. Arn Anderson and Scott Hudson on commentary. You know,
What
the
a
two
worst
legends
commentary team of all time.
No, come
right?
on, that's the one I remember the most from WCW.
This is bigger than Man on the Moon. This is a historic moment right here. That's all I remember Arn Anderson saying. This is a big moment.
Arn Anderson is great, and so is Scott Hudson. They're both bald, and they fit in well, and they love WCW.
Scott Hudson just take his shirt off. Then we really be WCW.
Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Walk around like a prick.
Yeah, well, Undertaker runs in, and DDP's distracted during this WCW title match between DDP and Booker T. Booker T rolls DDP up for the win. Kurt Angle comes out to try to attack Booker T. Booker counters an Olympic slam and hits the scissors kick. Very high style. Like, Kurt's barely crouched over for it. Booker
Most of the time, he's not
there.
even hitting the ropes in WWE doing it.
No, he's just walking forward and hitting it. Yeah, and he hits Kurt with the WCW title, which leads to Taker and DDP are now in the parking lot. Taker then gets surrounded by WCW mid-carders and they kick his ass.
They kick Taker's ass, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it's 6-on-1 here, so
Sean
just
Stasiak.
stand a chance.
meat in the
He
WWF.
kicked
by the way.
Undertaker's ass.
Well, Shane comes in and he pulls DDP off of Taker and he tells him, "That's enough, back off." And then DDP takes out Shane. They start kicking Shane's ass. Booker comes in to check on Shane, and Mike Awesome bows up to Booker T and he says, "This doesn't concern you, champ," and shoves him. And then Booker also gets jumped by WCW mid-carders. I don't remember any of that happening.
No way.
Well, because they reset this week.
I mean, it's like, if
No,
there
was
was
it planned
ever
the
a
whole
time-
long? This is methodical, you know.
The
it's just-
triple turn.
It's long term. Dude, you could have told me Vince Russo was booking this whole angle. I would have believed it.
Dude, okay, Tony, I definitely thought that at some point in the show. I said, wow, you could have convinced me that like Mike Tenay was going to come on this shit and be like, holy shit, it's Vince Russo.
I don't know if there's I don't know if there's ever been a more apparent reset episode than like the Nitro where they said we're resetting the company than this one.
Yeah, for real. This is a lot to take in, man. I get this information and then it's just all
Then forget about it. And throw it
Yeah.
out the window.
There is like so much that happens on this show though. But it's
Yeah,
like
because I guess they have to do all that, right? Shit.
they have to reset.
Yeah.
They got the pay-per-view in like 2 weeks, right? Isn't the Invasion coming up?
Yeah, that's
like,
right.
Super fast. So they're like, how do we get to this angle right now today? We need to get where the end game right now.
Yeah, it feels like they were like, we need fucking wow, this is going hard, but we gotta blow this off an invasion.
So we get the Raw is War intro here, always iconic here.
Raw is war, is war.
The fucking Hardcore Holly trash can lids and the Scotty Too Hotty face are so iconic.
Yes!
in
Scotty
this.
Jotty face for
Yeah.
sure.
Did they have was it the Taker throwing up the fist off the side of the stage too?
Oh yeah.
I think
yeah.
that
was
was
usually in there.
Yeah. Because
And
at the
then
end they
Austin
use
bloody
a ton,
face.
Yeah, they use a ton of faces at the end for the
Yeah, that one.
coming
Those
in. the 2 trash can lids. I don't know why I remember that so much.
Dude, because it's a ridiculous spot. It's 2 trash can lids, and he's beating the shit out of like Raven with
Yeah,
them.
dude, that's just awesome.
Or maybe Jeff Hardy.
And then it comes into just everything about this is very, very cool. Like it's just very wrestling to me. We watch
The swirly
a
effect.
few shows, and like a lot of shows I've been watching recently. When they come in off the intro, they don't play like a track, an intro track for the.
Very weird.
Yeah, it's very weird. I definitely think that WWF had it the most right, where they come in with the
like that shit was crowd always, pyro. Yes, dude, and there's an unbelievable amount of pyro here. It's like this is a full reset. Send off, bomb the stage. Show them how exciting this show is, for fuck's sake.
So we had JR and Paul Heyman on commentary tonight.
Great team.
I like the JR and Paul Heyman team.
It might be my favorite commentary team. Like next to Don West and Mike Tenay.
I was about to say, I think
team.
maybe Don West and Mike Tenay.
Yeah, I mean,
but yeah, you're right. I think they're up there.
I love Paul Heyman because like he even said like his job was just to piss off Jim Ross. So like everything you listen to,
which is
just
great for us.
Jim Ross. Yeah, it's so good. It's great.
Yeah, JR says this is the most unpredictable and unusual night ever on Raw because there's 2 huge main events on this one.
Because I was handed a sheet and then they just ripped it up and said, all right, we're just going to do something else tonight. Just watch the show. Call it.
Figure it out on the way.
So we get 2 matches tonight announced. We get Shane McMahon and DDP in a street fight. And we get Lance Storm and Mike Awesome. Mike Awesome is the hardcore champion, of course. And they're both tagging to face Undertaker in a handicap match.
And this is meant to be the first ever interpromotional match between WWF and WCW, and that's the one they came up with.
That is pretty insane to think about. My first thought seeing that was, damn, Undertaker's about to beat the shit out of these 2 dudes.
Dude, I was so excited. Like, I love fucking Lance Storm and Mike Awesome, but I was like, wow, I can't wait to see what kind of bullshit Taker pulls in this one.
We actually start off with the Shane McMahon and DDP street fight, which surprised me a little bit, going straight into it.
Well, they called it a main event, and then they opened with it, so I was very confused.
Well, they're not closing the show with WCW. We saw how that went. No fucking way we're doing that again.
No way. Buff Bagwell's got his shirt off. Fuck that.
So Shane McMahon starts the show. He comes out here, and the way they announce him to the ring is so funny. The owner of WCW, Shane McMahon. Undertaker then comes out with Sarah.
Yeah, they go to introduce DDP, and Undertaker's theme hits. Keep rolling, which I don't know if I've ever really thought about how really ridiculous it is that Undertaker came out to fucking Limp Bizkit for as long as he did.
Yeah, well, it was cool as shit back then, so.
It was awesome. But looking back at it now, it's like, what? How the fuck did this happen?
It's awesome when he comes out to Rollin' and he walks to the ring. That's my favorite.
Him and Sarah walking out.
So Taker grabs the mic.
Pants on.
Dude, Sarah looks like the most 2000 person ever. Like, just the way that her hair is, like, it's all frizzed out.
What a great way to put that.
Yeah, like, Stephanie McMahon copies this hair at some point. I don't remember when she does it. The frizzy hair, like, that was a big...
Dude, that was a style back
then.
then.
That's an ECW.
Style.
Yeah, that was just a style thing.
Yeah, she definitely looked like she'd be in a Friday the 13th movie.
So Taker grabs the mic and says that, sorry, Shane, tonight DDP is mine, and I'm booking the show now.
Yeah, and I know you want yours, but tonight it's about mine. And he and Shane says, all right, and then DDP comes out with a chair, and he starts swinging it at the ropes when Taker tries to get out of the ring, and Taker finally gets out of the ring. Shane's on one side with the kendo stick, and DDP's in the middle of the 2. It's not a match, though. Like, there's a WCW ref on the outside, and it's just Taker and DDP fighting in the ring.
Oh, it wasn't a match?
I don't think so.
I thought it was a street fight. Was it not?
Well, it was supposed to be, and then the referee... Did it just
not become the street fight, or not?
They ripped the sheet up, Tony. Everything's different tonight.
Because they didn't want this to be the first interpromotional match, right, I guess?
Right, that's right, because that's coming later, of course.
Well, that's smart. Protect the gimmick and all that.
Yeah, well, it worked out great for everybody involved here, and Taker, Taker fight back with the soup bones. Oos.
That was fucking insane, dude. Yeah, so DDP takes to the corner, Taker reverses, so Shane comes in with the kendo stick, and dude, he hits Undertaker with the kendo stick. It's a fucking double cross, and Taker no sells it, gets up and starts punching Shane, and JR says that exact word. It's the soup bones.
The soup bones.
it's soup bones. It's funny as shit.
That's one of the few, obviously I remember a lot of JR stuff, but soup bone always stuck with me because I think I never really understood what the fuck it meant.
Still don't.
Maybe somebody knows, but yeah, there's soup bones. Let me see if I can. I think somebody.
Maybe it's a different word than I'm thinking. In my head, it's like soup bones.
No, that's definitely what it is.
That's what it is.
Yeah, no, I think it is soup bones, but I don't know why.
Here's one. Freddie Kitchens disclosed today his favorite wrestling move, which is the soup bone, which is an elbow smash off the top rope.
What? That's not... Well, somebody here on Reddit says restaurants use cow hip bones when making beef stock, and the hip joint ball could and probably was used as a weapon in the caveman days.
Oh, wait. So soup bone is slang for a baseball pitcher's pitching arm.
Oh, is that right?
Soup bones also used to make reference to someone's hands or fingers, also called meat hooks. Wouldn't want to get hit by that.
On the table.
Wouldn't want to get hit by that sumbitch. Look at the size of those soup bones. That's the sentence there. So take that for as you may. It's the soup bones.
Don't fucking fuck with them soup bones.
Yeah. So Shane McMahon we have got a goddamn swerve in the first like 5 minutes of the show.
Immediately, and which really sets the course for the entire night.
JR's going crazy on commentary. Oh, it's a double cross. He thought this was planned all along.
Son of a bitch.
He really did it. From SmackDown, they planned the whole damn thing.
Yeah.
No, they did not. So, yeah, DDP comes in and saves Shane, and now Taker's getting the work from both of these dudes. DDP is in an all-timer mood tonight because the shit he does later is a little crazy. So Sarah gets in here. Now she's hitting Shane with a kendo stick.
Repeatedly.
And DDP is standing behind her waiting for her to just swing the stick back, but she's not doing it. And then he grabs his shit out, he just snatches the fucking thing, turns her around and hits the diamond cutter on Sarah.
Dude, he jumps up for it too. He says, I'm giving you all of this shit. And then, she lands face first and the camera gets real close to her feet because she has no shoes on for some fucking reason. Why was she shoeless here?
That's just her lifestyle, man.
That was like a 2000s thing? Like, a free
No, that's a Sarah
free
thing.
Sarah Taker. Okay, got it.
Yeah,
Huge pop from the crowd there, though. By the way, Diamond Cutter was like huge. I don't know if it was
they
added
fucking
in or
hated
whatever.
Sarah. Boo, Sarah!
We're in Atlanta, Georgia, by the way.
I think they just really like DDP.
Oh, yeah, sure, maybe not. No way. No one likes the WCW guys. They must have hated Sarah.
WWF said, no, this guy's not the people's champ. He's an asshole.
He's a bitch. Shane and DDP leave up the ramp, and DDP yells, "Bang your ass, Taker!" And then he blows a kiss and slaps his ass.
Yeah, DDP kisses on her head, does a weird little tongue thing.
Bang your ass, Taker! Mwah.
All right.
And then two guys in red shirts who I must assume are EMTs are out here, and they got the board. What is that called?
Yeah, no, they strap him up and put him on the gurney, and Sarah's out of here.
Dude, yeah, she's done. And they get in the ring, and the one guy moves in to help Taker, to help Sarah, and he brushes against Taker, and Taker's pissed for some reason. He gets mad and pulls himself away. Fuck, he's just trying to help your girl, man. Chill. But yeah, they stretch her out with her feet out for some reason. Still, fucking put your dogs away, man.
So we go backstage here. DDP and Shane are walking. They're all sweaty, and they run into a motorcycle.
Shane says that's how you make an impact, and then like you said, they walk in, and there's a motorcycle there, which it kind of looks like somebody else's bike, dude.
Yeah, why did they not? Did they even mention? They just assume we would know this is Taker's bike.
So not only that, James, this doesn't come up ever again.
No, he just steals his bike.
DDP steals Taker's bike, and then that's just it.
Next week he's riding into the ring next week, I'm sure.
Yeah, okay, maybe you're right.
Making
But
his entrance, sure.
Yeah, sure. He starts the bike up, and then Shane starts spamming Diamond Cutter bang taunts.
Dude, that's not the Diamond Cutter time. I don't know what he was doing here. He was doing the Diamond Cutter symbol, but he's also putting it on his dick.
That's the pussy. That's what pussy.
The pussy.
Dick the pussy. Yeah, that's what it was, Tony.
The pussy.
Dick the pussy. That's what it said.
I'm convinced that Shane thought that DDP ribbed him and told him that's what the taunt was because Shane had no idea. He was doing it the whole time. He's like,
You banged the pussy. Wow, the Shane McMahon banged the pussy taunt. Why didn't they make it to the games?
Yeah, good question, man. Everybody's been wondering that a lot.
Well, DDP drives out of the building on Taker's Hollywood Hogan bike.
That's cool.
And that's the last we see of DDP and the bike for the rest of the night.
Apparently that's not a problem. Taker doesn't care. I guess he's at the hospital with Sarah, so.
Okay, well, that's what happens next, James, because the next scene is the EMTs are bringing Sarah to the ambulance, and Taker's promising her that he's going to get those bastards for what they did to Sarah. And he's yelling at the EMTs saying, come on, hurry up, go, drive this fucking thing.
Okay,
they
you
loaded her in.
job.
Hurry up, go faster.
So we go to Dudley Boys versus the APA up next.
Yeah, we're coming now.
Apparently this is for the tag titles?
That's right.
Yes, it is.
Did they mention that earlier? I must have missed that part.
I think they said
I think they played the graphic too, didn't they? Yeah.
They did show the graphic. I think if Lillian doesn't say it, then JR definitely says it. But yeah, this is for the tag titles. That's right.
They won him at the end. I said, "Hey, yo, what the fuck?" I guess I missed that part at the beginning. I must not have been looking. But anyways, yeah, Spike Dudley broke his fibula and tibula and whatever else is in his leg.
Dude, yeah.
And that's why I thought it was fucking fake. Because you're like, he broke his fibula and tibula. And I'm like, off what? Like he's like kind of just dropped down. I didn't think it was that bad, but apparently it was awful.
It was off the Dudley Dog on Bubba on SmackDown, and yeah, he breaks his fibula, and then they hit him with a 3D.
Yeah, it's always like the shit that's like not crazy that always hits you, you know?
Sure. I mean, how many times has he probably landed like from somebody blocking the Dudley Dog?
Yeah, sure. Probably a million times.
Yeah.
Like Lars Zisson's tried to kill him one time.
Yeah, he can
also
take
killed
a
him every
powerbomb head first through a table, but he's fine. But
wow.
dropping on his leg, can't do that.
That is like that might be the craziest table bump of all time, right? Like that's
we saw another
so
one that was
fucked.
pretty gnarly. I just
Dude, the other one
now.
was gnarly.
Oh, the Kazarian Eric Young one?
Oh my god, at TNA,
the flux capacitor? Yeah.
No sacrifice.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty fucked up too. Yeah, you're right.
We thought we saw Eric Young die. Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
That was scary as fuck.
So, I'm gonna be honest here. I'm not kidding, by the way. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone ever come out as wet as Bradshaw came out here.
Dude, he is wearing an APA tank top that like it looks like he was collecting water in the shirt. Like he's soaked.
Yeah, legit soaked, dude. Like he came out the pool to come out here.
And this is like their No Mercy look where they had the gloves on and like the Acolyte pants still is. I was like, wow, this is crazy.
Yeah, this is a real brawl. I always like that about the APA matches. They always felt a little different than the rest of the show.
They were shooting, that's why.
Yeah, you could just never tell. It's just always cool, you know. I fuck with that. And you know, they always make the other guys work for it. And I always that's a very underrated wrestling thing, is making people work for it, you know.
I imagine it's a lot easier to get away with that on TV than it is on, you know, like an indie.
Sure, yeah, I think so.
Dude, early in the match, they do a tag where Farouk tagged out to Bradshaw, and Farouk's going to leave the ring, but I guess Bradshaw either remembered or called it on the fly that they were going to do a spot, so he starts yelling, run, double tackle! And Farouk, very confused, gets back in, and they do a shitty double tackle, and Farouk looks like, oh, why do we even fucking bother?
So yeah, Bubba comes in, and him and Devon hit the back body drop 3D.
Yeah.
Bubba mounts Bradshaw in the corner for the 10 punches and screams out, "Screw you!"
And then takes a power bomb.
Yeah, he goes to punch him, and then Bradshaw just fucking stuffs him. That's a double down, double hot tag. Farouk comes in, hits a double line, come back into a fuck you spine buster.
Dude, yeah, I wrote down, I was like, wow, the crowd's kind of dead here. And then Farouk plants him with that, and I said, oh, all right, they're back.
Farouk pins Devon, and Bubba goes to break it up, but Farouk moves out of the way, so Bubba ends up elbowing Devon.
Classic.
He fucking floats on this elbow drop too. It's so funny seeing him come down on him. He would have missed that by a country mile. Yeah, he would have been floating in the air. 3. APA hits a double shoulder tackle, and Bubba throws Bradshaw to the outside.
Double shoulder tackle.
We did that already. So Bubba throws Bradshaw to the outside, so Farouk's left, and they both get in, and the crowd yells 3D. But it wasn't the 3D.
No,
it's
not.
It was like the weirdest thing, because Devon got Irish whipped, and they yelled 3D on Devon's getting Irish whipped.
I think because they expected the reverse whip.
They just wanted to see the 3D really bad.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, reversal. I get you. I understand.
So Bubba goes to get a table, but then Spike Dudley with a real fucking broken little foot or
Actual
leg.
injury, yes.
Just like Zack Ryder with the one leg in the pants.
With a little boot. He comes down, little boot on, breaks a crutch on Bubba's back.
Dude.
And then I guess Bradshaw, it kind of cuts to a little late. Bradshaw hits the clothesline from Hell on Devon and wins.
I guess like they just wanted to keep the Spike angle going, but having Spike hobble out there just to break a crutch over Bubba's back is pretty risky.
Yeah, I mean, he was like legit injured, and he just got legit injured, and they flew him in and said...
They made him fly to the show.
You probably shouldn't fly with that injury.
It's okay, Tony. They made him drive.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah, the APA win the tag titles here.
They had to switch the titles because of the main event angle real quick. We got to get those titles switched right now.
They have to switch like every fucking thing on the show, Tony. Yeah, like it's crazy. They recap here, the Spike run in. Heyman has a funny ass line here. He says, "And here you see the one-legged man entering the ass kicking contest."
That was good.
So we go backstage. Vince McMahon is here with Stone Cold and Deborah explaining so far what's happened tonight, and Stone Cold is just straight up pantomiming him the entire way through.
Dude, this is so fucking funny. Like, I love this fucking segment. Yeah, Vince says, everything Vince says, Austin is just repeating the end of it. So Vince says, think about what's happened here. Think about what's happened. I mean, we have the new WWF Tag Team Champions. You got new tag champions. Vince says, and Shane McMahon is just consumed. He's consumed. He's consumed all the power.
He's consumed. He says like 4 times.
Damn, he's consumed. And yeah, Vince says, let's face it, Shane is he's a bad apple. He's a bad apple.
And the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
That's enough of that.
Dude, Austin has the best line. He's like, that's enough of that. By the way, I meant to bring you an apple today. I just didn't get a chance to stop and get one.
Yeah, he likes a Vincent says, I meant to bring you an apple today. Sorry about that. And then there's a knock at the door. And Kurt Angle comes in. He says, yeehaw, howdy, partners. And I guess last week is the episode where they gave Kurt the little cowboy hat. So he is still wearing it this week. And he has presents. And Kurt says, guys, look what I brought. I bought you presents. And Vince and Austin both stand up, very excited. They were super fired up for this. Kurt says, Austin, listen, you got the present last week. I got them this week. After this cowboy hat, I had to get you something. And Austin says, oh, you got me one? And Kurt says, of course, you guys are my buddies. And Austin says, oh, you little rascal. You get one for Deborah? And Kurt says, no. And then Austin turns his head and looks at Deborah and goes, ha!
Straight up laughs in her face and she sits back down.
She sits back down. That was so fucking funny. Kurt gives Austin and Vince the gifts and he says, open yours up. I'll open mine when you're done. And Austin and Vince turn around. They open their gifts and they pull out 2 sheriff badges. And Kurt is so fired up. He says, cowboy hats, badges, cowboys. Howdy, partner. Come on. And Kurt says, you know what? Let me open mine up. I'm not sure what I got myself. What?
That was a good line. I don't remember what I got myself.
Well, Kurt got himself a gold badge. And
A
Kurt
big
says,
one. A big gold badge.
Huge
too.
gold badge right there. And he says, it matches my gold medals. And Austin says, are you serious? You brought us these little tin badges. You didn't get my wife nothing. Kurt says, you didn't get her anything last week. And Austin says, all right, Deborah, you want mine? And he gives Deborah his badge. Vince also tries to offer his badge to Deborah, and Austin refuses and says, no, Vince, you keep yours. You deserve that. And Kurt says, you're not keeping your badge? And Austin says, no, but I'm gonna pin Vince's. Austin's like, what the fuck is this? Kurt says, it's a badge. And Austin says, it's pathetic. Badges? We don't need no stinking badges. Look at you. You look in the mirror. You realize how stupid you look with this stupid little cowboy hat on? Kurt says, you got me it. I said, I know I got you. It was a joke. You look like a jackass. Just like last week when you said you would snap Booker T's ankle. You said you were going to break his little leg. You didn't do nothing. You went out there. You got your Olympic ass whipped by the WCW champion. And I'll tell you what I'd do if I was in your shoes. And I'm not. But if I was.
And I'm not.
But if I was, I'd go to some bitch's dressing room and I'd knock on it. I'd put my foot through it. And I'd look at Booker T and I'd say, hey, you sorry son of a bitch. You and me tonight for the WCW title. So what are you going to do about it? Kurt looks at him. And he says, I'm gonna kick his ass. Oh my.
You're gonna die. Oh.
Dude, this is funny as fuck, though. Yeah.
Dude, this all-timer segment, I can't believe it was during the invasion, though, man. I don't remember that.
No,
but
I mean,
yeah.
I guess it makes sense because Austin's heel stuff was invasion time, but
it
like
just
this
happened, yeah.
This doesn't line up in my brain here either, but dude, yeah, you get one for Deborah? No.
We don't need no sneaking badges.
That is so funny. And that was funny as hell. And then immediately after what they show I had to pause because I was laughing. So I don't know why this got me so good, but they show Kane arriving in the building. He has his gear bag, but he's in his full gear.
You're right. Yeah, he just walks in, gear bag, but he's fucking full tank top, pants.
Wet.
Yeah.
I fucking dying laughing because it just seemed so ridiculous. I don't know why.
Late to call time, by the way, also.
Late to the show, but he's at least in his gear, Tony.
Yeah, he's ready to work. Doesn't know his match. They rip the sheet up.
What am
All
I
the
doing?
WCW guys come up to shake his hand, too, because they're gonna get fired if they don't.
Buff Bagwell put his shirt on.
This guy's a prick.
Kane's got his gear bag and all his shit, and he just goes and singles out fucking Buff Bagwell. Everybody get out of my way, everybody get out of my way. Look at this guy. Look at this guy back here.
Dude, he's
Oh my God.
He's pissing me off.
How do you do this?
So next up, we have Rhino versus Albert in an Intercontinental Championship match.
Okay, when when Rhino came out for this, who'd you think he was facing? Did you think
X-Pac.
was Albert? Okay, I thought it was going to be Jericho because I feel like Jericho's always the Intercontinental champion.
I thought you meant when I heard the X Factor theme song.
No, sorry. When Rhino came out, who'd you think was the Intercontinental
IC
champion?
title.
Oh,
Okay,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah, Jericho is definitely probably up there. Yeah,
That's who I was like totally expecting. And then fucking Albert comes out and I said, what?
Yeah, so Rhino with a Y, and then Albert, Intercontinental Champion. X-Pac is with them because they're in X Factor together.
Right.
And X-Pac is the light heavyweight champion.
So it sounded like they didn't explain it or show it, but supposedly X-Pac and Albert did something to Just Incredible on Heat.
No one will ever know.
They said they had some fun at their teammate Just Incredible's expense, and that was it. They don't show it, explain it, talk about it, and I guess maybe that was them getting Just Incredible out of X Factor.
I'm looking
for this angle.
On Sunday Night Heat, the X Factor hosted Sunday Night Heat apparently, where
That is
X-Pac
insane.
and Albert put over how they have titles and Credible doesn't, and wouldn't even let Credible speak during this segment.
Okay. I mean, that's where he should be.
So Credible joined ECW, right? Isn't that what happened?
That's correct. He joins tonight, yeah.
Well, this is the type of match that I'm kind of looking forward to here. I thought this would be a lot of fun. And it was a fun little match, honestly.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did too. So the ref gets distracted by Albert really early. They don't even really do much early. They just kind of get straight into the distraction part because I imagine they didn't have much time. So they said, fuck it, let's get this ref thing out of the way.
They had no time.
Yeah, so ref gets distracted by Albert. X-Pac comes in, super kicks Rhino, which leads to a 2 count.
I thought that was going to be it. I was like, wow, they don't give a shit about Rhino. I was like, that's it.
Yeah. So Rhino hits a spine buster on Albert for a double down. Rhino then spears Albert in the corner, hits a belly to back. He was not going to go out for that sucker. He had to really get him up there.
No.
Yeah.
They also have the cameraman only in this match on the apron, which threw me off.
Oh, maybe they're trying something.
I was like, it threw me. It wasn't like bad. I was just like, wow.
Yeah, that's the only reason they don't do it more.
And they don't have the WCW box. He was just on the apron.
Yeah. So Rhino goes up top and hits a splash for a 2.
That was awesome. I was like, wow,
It
Rhino.
looked really good.
It did look good. We were talking about this over the weekend that like who did we see do this? Somebody did a splash and it was like, wow, big man splashes are awesome.
Shit, yeah, I don't remember.
Fuck, I always loved that.
Yeah.
It did.
Rhino goes to hit the gore, but Albert moves out of the way. Albert goes for the Baldo bomb, but Rhino gets out. X-Pac comes up from behind him as Rhino gets out of the Baldo bomb, and Rhino like turns around to run, and then he just gores X-Pac as he didn't even mean to. He just gored him out of nowhere.
He auto-targeted.
Yeah, went straight to him. It's like he did his finisher and it got the wrong guy by accident.
But it worked.
Yeah, so Rhino turns around and then he gets bicycle kicked and Albert retains the title.
Now, on commentary, JR calls this the scissor kick. Now, there's 2 moves on this show called the scissor kick.
Yeah, pick a lane totally for this damn move.
Different moves. Booker T and Albert both do it, and it's 2 different moves.
That was also the bicycle kick, right? That's always what I knew it as, right?
I know it as bicycle kick. Yeah.
Oh, are you talking about the...
I'm talking about
Oh, my
Albert.
God.
What Albert did here was... I always called this move the bicycle kick, right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay. And then the scissors kick or the axe kick is the other one.
Right.
Okay, but the Baldo bomb is the Meshugganator or whatever. What the fuck?
That's
Paul Heyman's calling this move.
No, that's right, Tony. Paul Heyman did say that.
Right. He did say that.
What is he talking about here? I don't know. Come in.
He
Anybody?
did say that. I don't know why.
He said that's the Meshugganator or, whatever you got. I
was thinking like-
I call it that. You guys call it the Baldo bomb.
He's calling the Meshugganator. I'm like, is this like an ECW reference? It's like something from the Public Enemy. I don't know what he's
I
talking
think
about
he was
here.
calling Albert the Meshugganator.
No, he's calling
No,
the
no,
Baldo
he was
bomb
calling
the
the Baldo
Meshugganator.
Oh, wow,
bomb.
okay.
Yeah, well, that's
He
a
said the
band,
Baldo
but-
bomb or the Meshugganator. And I was like, what the fuck is a Meshugganator? I can't find anything about it. I looked it up. I have no idea.
Heyman would definitely just try to do shit and see if it would stick, and that was probably one of
Maybe
them.
he just called it that.
The
Like,
Meshugganator?
Meshuggah's a band, but I don't know if like Albert had like maybe he was just really big into it,
Oh, maybe.
or like maybe I don't know much about Albert's pre WWF stuff.
Well, he pierced
Sure.
his dick. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh yeah. I was there for that part.
That was pre-WWF, I think.
Meshuggah is like slang for like a crazy person.
Okay.
Someone's got to give us the lore on this.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah, either Paul Heyman was trying to get a new name for this move because he didn't fuck with the Botto Bomb, or it was something else that Albert.
Or it was like maybe Albert wrote it down and they're like, "What the fuck? Why you?" No, that's not the
Albert
name.
wrote it down. He said, "Call it the Meshugganator, please." You have a fun match here, fun little match. I'd like to see this one more time here. I think Albert's a real interesting worker, especially around this era. Like most of his matches suck because they just write it to suck, but like. Sometimes you like a lot of the time he'll have these little matches where it's like, damn, he's like such a good worker too, and
he's got moves.
Yeah, you never really get to see him work too much outside of his like couple of minutes that they had him work in WWF. I mean, New Japan is a little different, but I think like when it comes to like physical peak, like he was in really really good shape. And yeah, I think it would have been cool to see this more time. I think it's a real easy story of like who hits their finisher first.
Yeah, because they both got like explosive moves. I imagine. I mean, I'm sure they probably do run this back, but I mean, if they did do Rhino and him again, it's probably when he was A-Train.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
I mean, he definitely got. I mean, when he was A-Train, he took the shirt off, and he had all the hair and all that shit. I mean, his match
and he was a prick for that.
Yeah, really,
Dude,
for real.
It's weird to think Rhino would be around then, but Rhino's fucking career has been crazy long. It's crazy
Sure.
From ECW through this to.
Yeah, he
gets fired. He gets fired and come back like 3 times.
Goes to TNA, goes back to WWE. Tag team champion on SmackDown.
Yeah.
He goes to TNA's ripped his fucking shit.
He is.
Yeah.
He burns the ECW title.
Yeah, that's crazy.
About that.
So we go backstage. Booker T is working out in his locker room. The one that
With
they
one
assigned.
spotlight on his face. Too.
they assigned that to all the WCW guys. Here's your locker room or whatever.
It's a broom closet.
So Kurt comes up and says, "Hey, Booker T. Booker T, if that is your real name."
Dude, I thought Booker had like headphones in or something because he wasn't responding at all. I was like, what is
You're just
happening?
ignoring him, yeah.
Yeah, and Kurt just challenges Booker again for tonight.
Yeah, Kurt says, I never had the chance to formally introduce myself since you bashed me in the head with your title last week like a coward. Through this whole...
wait, fuck you, first off.
Kurt was the one that tried to jump him. I mean, this is... We cannot pretend here. Kurt says, yeah, I'm Kurt Angle, Olympic gold medalist. And Booker says, hey, Booker T, WCW champion, how you doing? And Kurt says, how am I doing? I'll tell you how I'm doing. I'm pretty peed off right now. You cheap shot at me last week, and you're going to pay. And I want you tonight, one-on-one, for the WCW title. And you might have got me once, but I'm a dangerous man. So what do you say? And Booker says, you want to fight? Kurt says, yeah. And Booker says, tonight? And Kurt says, oh, yeah. And Booker says, all right, you got it. And by the way, what was that cute little hat you had on last week? You think you really got a chance against me? And Kurt stares at him, and he says, yippee-ki-yay, mother hubber.
The caption said, yippee-ki-yay, mother father. So we go backstage. William Regal is in his office with Tajiri looking at a set of armor in the back.
Tajiri was blown away by this set of armor. And then Kane walks into the room, shockingly in his gear still. And Tajiri freaks out. Ah!
Oh, no, I'm normal. You're good.
I'm good. I'm just Kane.
I'm just a demon from the forest. No, this is what I look like.
Whoa, dude. You always wear that? Regal says, now, Kane, I've just been speaking to the doctors at the hospital, and Sarah might have some trauma, but she's fine, and they're going to keep her overnight. And Kane says, that handicap match, he doesn't say it with the voice box, but I can't
No, he's just normal. Match, I'd like to be in tonight. Undertaker spot. Wait, that's your like regular. That's your regular voice. What happened to the speaker thing?
You give me awesome and Storm
now. Oh yeah, sure.
And Regal says, "Fine, you got anything you want." And Kane leaves, and Tajiri says something in Japanese, and Regal says, "Yes, I agree with you. Yes."
Yes.
So Raw's War is brought to you by Burger King. Get your burgers from the King.
Nobody out-burgers the King.
Castrol GTX, drive hard.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Always a sponsor for
Put
life.
that shit in your car, Tony. Get that shit in there, man. Or else you're going to drive soft.
What other oil is there? I have no idea.
Synthetic?
And Twix.
Oh,
Get
got
you
two
one
of
them
those.
Twix bars. They're making them bigger. Get everybody fatter.
Dude. Yeah, man. You want to split one with me? Got one. I'll got one.
That is not enough. No. I'm a big man. A big man.
Oh, sorry.
So now it's time for Jeff Hardy versus The Big Show.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy comes out here. He's over as fuck as usual. WWFHardys.com, which I have now found out does not go to a porn site anymore.
What?
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
no.
What the fuck? It's because North Carolina banned porn.
Oh, that's not what happened.
No, but it pisses
WWF
me off.
Hardy's with a Z? Is that what it
Tony?
is? WWF Hardy's with a Z? Is that what it was?
No, it's with an S. With an S.
Okay,
and
let me see.
Does WWF Hardy's with a Z go to porn? Let's see.
No,
that goes to nothing. Yeah, it just goes in error occurred. Parking is currently unavailable. We'll be right back. So, I mean, how am I going to watch porn otherwise? I've been going to this site
Lisa
for a year since we talked about this. Yeah.
No.
Bubba
what
too.
happened? Yeah, Bubba's good too. Holly Park. Lisa Sparks.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so Jeff Hardy and Big Show, they get right into this one because they got to have Big Show in here. So I don't
move over.
Maybe they booked this match and then they said, fuck, I forgot about the ending. Forgot about the end of the show.
It was like accidentally left over from the rewrite.
Yeah, so Big Show fucking runs Jeff Hardy over with a clothesline to start this. I mean, he just kills him with it. Throws him over the top rope here. And then Trish Stratus comes out here in a crazy denim outfit.
Yeah, dude. God bless her.
Just denimed out nuts.
It's 2000s.
Big Show has now ripped Jeff's shirt just in the front. And then Big Show runs face first into a post. And then Jeff runs along the barricade. And he jumps on Big Show to stop him from fucking with Trish Stratus.
Just jumps onto him. It's not like he does a move. It's just not a forearm. He just kind of throws his body onto the Big Show.
So they get back in the ring. Hardy hits a drop kick off the top. Jeff goes for a Rana, I'm going to assume.
Okay, he definitely... I thought it was a Rana too. Just before that happens, though, Heyman says, I don't know if you ever noticed, but Trish is rather hot. And JR says, oh, I noticed. Even though I'm a happily married man, I have noticed. I ain't dead.
I ain't dead yet.
And Heyman says, I have nothing but respect for you, and very little of that.
That was a great line. I love that. I wrote that down too.
Yeah, as James says, Jeff goes for what I assume was a diving Rana?
It had to be. Had to be the Lita Kun Rana.
Ah, yes, off the top. But Big Show catches him. Jeff tries to go for it. Big Show stops him, lifts him back up, and then invents
Lift him up. And have sex with.
Dude, it's like the chair spot. It's like the chair spot with Taker, where he comes back up and he just needed a chair there. He would hit
Except
him in the
Big
head.
Show then invents the alley oop and kills Jeff Hardy and wins the match.
Is that the first time? Because they don't even call it the alley oop.
No, it doesn't have a name. Yeah,
they also don't care.
The Meshugganator is probably what it was meant to be, and Paul Heyman had his notes mixed up.
No, Albert just stole it. He saw the sheet and then said, no, call my shit the Meshugganator.
Oh, this is the first alley oop. I just looked it up.
Oh, nice.
What a historic
Why didn't they
episode.
pop?
Because they probably were confused. They probably didn't know
the
sheet got rewritten.
Yeah, did Jeff Hardy hit a meteor or something? Like, what's this move?
You don't like the alley oop, Tony?
I mean, for the Big Show, no, but maybe someone else.
That's a tall some bitch.
Dude, I was so surprised when Queen Aminata's finish was the fucking alley oop.
Yeah, that is crazy.
That kind of blew my mind. I was like, well, I haven't seen this move in forever.
Dude, somebody did the hog log on our show too.
It was fucking Mason.
It was Mason.
Hog log. We both looked at each other and said, hog log.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was cool. So Trish, of course, checks on Jeff. He lost to the alley oop.
Ooh, you're such a loser. I love that.
I love. You're kind of hot though. I mean, this is cool. Yeah, that's pretty much how everybody was with Jeff. It's like, he lost again. Right. But he's hot. It's all good. So Trish checks Stratus.
You take that back, you son of a bitch.
I'm a happily married man. I'll tell you that much.
I am not dead right now. Oh, no.
Yeah. I ain't Jared either.
So Trish checks on Jeff after the match, and then they just kiss.
Yeah, dude, she makes out with him crazy, and Jared says, "Oh my."
Stop playing games with my man's heart here, please.
Yeah, well.
And then Paul Heyman says, if that's what losers get, I'll lose.
Yeah, of course you will. You lost millions of dollars.
That's what you should have done. JRP just to go in for that one.
Then they, that's good.
That gets hot.
Then they show a slow motion replay of Trish kissing Jeff, and Heyman commentates, she's going in and what a good kiss.
So we go backstage. Kurt is stretching his asshole right in front of Stone Cold Steve Austin as Vince and Deborah just watch it happen.
Dude, that was so funny.
He's stretching his
like, get his fucking ass out of my face.
Yeah, hey, will you get his ass out of my face, please?
Kurt's stretching his asshole right in front of Steve Austin. Hey, you guys watch Gilligan's Island?
Dude, it is insane. Kurt's warming up, and then he bends over. And it's not like Austin immediately says anything. He's just kind of staring right into his asshole.
It's like staring into the sun. He just can't stop.
What you got in there? You got something for Deborah?
Got a ring in there.
Grab your pants. Yeah, so Vince, Curtis bent over, and Vince is just talking to him normally.
You have to see this. The visual of Kurt Angle's ass in Austin's face is really...
Dude, I mean, James put it great. He's stretching his asshole in Austin's face. And Vince
Something stinks.
Vince says, you gotta beat Booker T tonight. That's how important this is to all of us. And Austin says, hold on, please. will you get his ass out of our face, please? So Kurt stands up, and they start going back and forth of how important it is that Kurt Angle wins this title. And Kurt says, I know what this means to everybody, to him and her and you. And if I go out there and win, I'm the WCW champion. And Austin says, oh, yeah. You know, I want to talk about something more important than that, son. Kurt, you're doing great. But I want to talk about the inaugural brawl. And then Austin pats Vince on the shoulder, and he goes to talk, but then he feels him a little bit more. He says, "Oh, you feel good, feeling good there, son. Been in the gym. Anyway, I'm volunteering to be the leader of Team WWF going into the invasion." And Kurt says, "Hold the fuck on a second. I was WWF champion." And Austin says, "Was?" And Kurt says, "Yeah, but if I win the title, I should be the leader of the group." And Austin says, "I don't know about that." Kurt says, "All right. You watch Gilligan's Island? I love it."
He looks at Deborah, like,
and then he looks at Vince.
This is like dudes being guys here. That's what that was.
This is exactly that, yeah. So, yeah. Also, I love it. And they look at Vince, and Vince says, "I was before my time."
That was funny as shit, man. Yeah, that was good.
Well, Kurt says, "I see myself as the skipper, and, Austin, I see you as Gilligan, the first mate." And Austin says, "Yeah, listen, if we're going to exist, Stone Cold is the skipper, you're Gilligan." And they keep going back and forth until Kurt gets confused and says, "You know what, that's it. I'm Gilligan and you're skipper, and that's it." And I'll say, "All right." Vince says, "Please, what the hell does Gilligan's Island have to do with any of this? If we're talking the inaugural brawl, you're both in it, and they're probably going to be with the fucking Undertaker." They didn't know. He said, "Probably the Undertaker's going to be on your team."
I'm booking the show, maybe.
Well, somebody knocks at the door, and in comes Chris Jericho. And Austin and Kurt both turn around and start putting their fists up as Jericho walks in the room. Jericho says, "I didn't come bearing gifts, and I don't want to hug either of you. I want to talk about the rumor that if at King of the Ring, if I would have won the title, that I would have taken to WCW. That is just a rumor. I hate WCW. That shit sucked. Fuck that place, dude.
That was fucking
WWF
horrible.
for life.
I'm not fucking that shit, dude. It was
No
a bad
way,
experience
dude.
for me, my family, and everybody involved.
I'm in the war zone forever, man. You fuck with me. And Jericho says, "Listen, since you two ass clowns are the two toughest ass clowns I've ever faced, Y2J wants to be on your team." Austin and Kurt then start laughing in his face. And Austin says, "Listen, if you would have won the championship, you never had a snowball's chance in hell. But we appreciate your loyalty, and we'll take it under advisement. But we do not want you on our team." He's just, "We'll take it under advisement. Anyway, we do not want you on our team." Kurt is also repeating everything that Austin said, that same way Austin was doing to Vince. So when Jericho leaves, Austin tells Kurt not to repeat them, and Kurt says, "You repeated them." This is I understand that this is the downfall of the WWF, but goddamn, I love these three together.
Yeah, no, you're right. Austin kind of drops this at some point, but this is a fun time, I think.
It's amazing. It's so fucking funny, and I get it. Stone Cold.
It's definitely not making the money compared to what Austin was doing before.
No fucking way.
But a pure viewing thing,
it's amazing.
Yeah, it is very fun.
Yeah, and I think this is still fondly looked about. The one good thing out of Austin's heel turn was this backstage stuff. So
with Kurt,
that's
yeah,
good.
sure.
So now we go live in Times Square, New York.
Woo! Hell
I
yeah,
guess
man.
JR's talking to them live.
That's right. But
okay.
It's loud, so I guess they can't, Lita can't hear him.
Yeah, Matt can hear them. It's Matt Hardy and Lita that are there. Yes. Matt Hardy can hear the JR talking. Lita's the one that needs to hear JR talking, but she can't hear him. So
Matt's European champion, by the way, which that means whatever it means at this time. I don't think it meant anything at this time anymore.
I don't actually know, yeah.
Jess says, Matt Hardy and Lita are at WWF New York, and we'll hear from Tori Wilson and Stacy here soon. But Lita, what are your thoughts on the first ever bra and panties tag team match? And we're looking at Matt and Lita standing next to each other, and Matt points at Lita go.
Yeah, what do you think?
She's confused, and Matt has to say, your thoughts? Lita, cuts a promo and says, you know what? I'll accept the challenge. And Matt says, all right, I'll fucking take it over here. Lita doesn't have a problem facing Tori and Stacey.
Fuck it. I'll write it. You write it, I'll write it. Fuck it. We'll do it live.
They rewrote this promo too. They rewrote the whole show. Matt says Lita has no problem facing Tori and Stacey in any match, let alone a bra and panties tag match. Only our problem is Trish Stratus. Lita doesn't want to team with her, but she will. And it's time for Trish to step up for the WWF and follow the Lita. Get it? Because of Lita.
No, that was
I don't get
bad.
Because Lita and Lita is fucking...
This never stuck. Follow the Lita. That never stuck.
I'm surprised they didn't make a shirt of it at least.
They probably did.
Maybe
They probably did. Yeah, that's probably...
Her thong was on it too. Follow the Lita. Lita says, Trish, your first lesson, sometimes actions speak louder than words. And then she pulls Matt in for a kiss, and JR says, wow. And Heyman says, all this kissing going on, don't get any ideas, JR.
So we go backstage. Shane McMahon is hyping up Booker T for, of course, the match with Kurt Angle tonight.
I forgot Booker has both these belts, the World and United States
For some reason, they don't mention the U.S. title like at all during the show, even when he comes out or...
Does he come out with it?
He does.
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
He carries them both out, yeah.
Yeah, that's
But they don't even mention that he has it. This is a prestigious fucking... Hello? Like, this was a big deal on WCW TV, damn it.
No, WCW sucked. It always has. The
yeah, fuck WCW. We're combining that shit here soon with the Intercontinental title.
Damn, man. I don't know. Like, especially... I'm a big fan of the Oval title. And I always have been. Holds a special place in my heart. But the U.S. title from WCW is so fucking good looking. It is like such a nice belt.
It's an unbelievable belt. Well, thankfully, James, the Oval title stays and the U.S. title does not.
Yeah. We should have put this shit on Heat. I'm telling you. Hello.
I mean, yeah.
Stevie Richards, here you go. You can run with this.
Well, sorry, the X Factor have to do their angle on Heat. We can't fucking put WCW on here.
Of course. You got to do something with those guys.
But Shane, like you said, Shane is hyping him up, and he says, you know where you are tonight? We're in Hotlanta, where WCW was formed, and you know what's going to happen? When that music hits, all these people are going to be here for you. And they're going to be raising the roof, going, Booker T. And Booker says, I'm the champ. I represent OGB. OGB is beast.
That's crazy, yeah.
I love that.
So yeah, we on the other flip side of things, it looks like the invasion is starting tonight, says Vince.
Oh, no. Yeah, we're backstage with Vince and Austin and Kurt again. Like, they must have known that this must have been good for a rating or something, because they do this 100 times during this.
Yeah, like
show.
their top acts. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Vince says this could be the biggest night of your career. Biggest night of your career.
Still doing it during this thing is so funny. That's because Vince earlier said, "Hey, can you stop doing that?"
And Vince says, go out there and, do what everyone wants you to do. And the locker room is with you. Yeah, you have to be Booker T. By God, this is like the invasion starting tonight. Don't let us down. Tonight, don't let us down. You won't let us down. We're with you. Better than that, we'll be right there with you. And Vince says, what do you mean? And Austin says, we'll be out there with him. We're going to help him. Just blatantly say they're going to cheat for him. And Kurt says, hold on a second. Where were you in 1996? And Austin says, well, what day?
He puts up his fingers too, like he's going to calculate the math. Where was I?
Well, Kurt says in the Olympics, right here in Atlanta. You weren't there when I went for the gold, and I won the gold for myself, for my country. And you know what? I'm going to do the same thing tonight. I'm going to kick Booker T's butt all over this place for myself.
Going to kick his butt, huh?
My blessed country, yes, butt. And Kurt says, with all due respect, I don't need either of you in my corner, because when it's over, I'm going to be the WCW champion. God bless America, my home sweet home.
Yeah! Big pop, let's go!
Booker T also American.
So we have a WCW logo in the bottom left of the screen. This is officially the WCW Power Hour.
Oh, hell yeah. Put all the fucking babies, wake all the babies up
Wake
for
them
WCW.
Up. They love the Southern wrestling.
Get the babies out of the crib.
They got the aprons out here, put them on the ring. Got the logos on the announce table, so this is all WCW out. Kept no Scott Hudson, no Arn Anderson though. It was
no commentators, no, of course not.
So Scott Hudson, he had asked if they wanted him, and they said no. And I guess he has like a really good government job, so he said, "Okay, fuck it, I'm just gonna go stick with this." So he told his job, "Hey, I'm back in." I'm
what
good.
A great decision.
Then they came back and said, hey, we want you. And Scott said, I got this government job, but I'll help you with this first. Like, I'll help start it off, and then I'm out. Worked out tremendous for him.
Yeah, dude. Fucking great decision. I mean, anyone smart could have seen the fucking writing on the wall there.
Holy
fucking
shit.
Fantastic decision, but I hope you've had a good life from that point. So yeah, the invasion is brought to you by PlayStation. That's very nice of PlayStation.
Thank you, PlayStation. For some reason I was like, wow, not PS2, but I guess this is 01. Is the PS2 not out yet, or is it all one and the same? I guess.
It was a PS1 logo.
Yeah, it was. You're right. Yeah.
So we go to Kurt Angle and Booker T WCW title match. I love seeing the little WCW championship graphic. It's very funny. Just the red
is funny
fucking thing. They just put championship underneath it. That's all we got, guys.
That logo has grown on me though. The red.
Yeah, it's just nostalgic to me at this point.
No. Yeah. Like, I still don't really understand what. No, I didn't.
Hey.
I
I'm going to disagree with you. Your take is dog shit. You are wrong. That logo sucks ass.
All right. There we go. You see this guy?
Yeah, no.
You see this
That's what you did. Yeah, no. I don't think so.
I was trying to say, I don't know why they didn't use the other one, their actual logo.
Oh yeah, sure.
They by the copyright, maybe. I don't know. Who knows?
They didn't own it.
Yeah, they just wanted their own thing. Nick Patrick is the ref for this match.
Very impartial referee, always. Of course. Historically.
Yeah, JR actually at one point gets super pissed off at him, which is funny. Booker attacks Kurt before the bell, gets the upper hand early. Kurt gets back in, knocks Booker to the outside before Shane McMahon attacks Kurt from behind. And Nick Patrick says, it looks fine to me.
Dude, yeah. Dude, Shane sends him like into the stairs and shit. And Nick Patrick just gets in the ring and starts counting Kurt out.
That's what JR says. What the hell? Nick Patrick's not even saying anything to Shane McMahon.
You son of a bitch. It's been 9 years since I called a WCW title match, and I didn't think it'd ever happen again. Fuck you, Nick Patrick.
So Booker hits the missile drop kick off the top, his old finisher for a 2. And I talk about this every single time I see it because I feel like it needs to be brought up. It is insane to see him hit a missile drop kick because Booker T is huge.
He's massive, and it's awesome. A great drop kick too.
Yeah, it looks like you're getting spiked from the sky. It literally looks like a spike is hitting somebody. It's so straight. It just looks awesome, man. Great finish.
Like a missile.
He kicks out of it too. Yeah. So Booker is... he's just the man when he's in control here. He hits a turnaround line for a 2. He's a real physical wrestler.
I love that move.
There's a sign in the front row hard cam that says, I fling poo. Just keeps holding it up.
Oh.
Yeah.
How did I not see that?
I fling poo, yeah. There's another one right beside is Justin with the arrow.
Not I fling poo with the arrow?
No, I fling poo, yeah. Just put that on real quick and it takes it down.
On the other side said Justin flings poo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Pretty crazy little side here.
It's a world title match.
I fling poo. He wrote that and paid like $800 for a ticket. So
dude, wow, yeah.
No, that's what you give to your buddy. Here, hold this side up for me.
I would not hold this up if I could read.
Just read the back of it. Don't worry about it.
So Kurt, he hits on the sign. All you can see is the back of it. It says Justin. He doesn't see on the front. It says oh, thanks for making this sign. This is cool.
Thanks, bro. That's awesome. It's double-sided Justin, I guess.
Very nice of that guy. So Kurt hits a belly to back, gets back into the match here. Booker hits a spinning Harlem sidekick for 2. That looked awesome.
That was sweet.
Booker and Kurt go back and forth before Angle hits a line in a belly-to-belly suplex. Kurt looks for the Olympic slam, but Booker stops him, hits the axe kick for a 2.
Scissors kick.
Yeah, I guess maybe he's like, I'm not calling it a fucking axe kick.
Fuck you. I fling poo.
Fuck you. That's what he said. He hits the axe kick for a 2. Fuck you.
Jared doesn't fuck with the WCW guys. He just fired Buff Bagwell, and you're next.
That's what your next means in the WWF.
Goldberg's not here. What are you going to do? Fire me?
That's JR's line. You're next.
Dude, I like the idea that like they don't fire Buff Bagwell, but they make him sit in the crowd with the I fling poo sign.
Big dunce hat on.
They do the WCW meeting, and that's how JR ends it. You're next.
So Booker hits a Spinaroonie and gets
not called that yet, oddly enough.
Yeah, not the Spinaroonie yet, but it's very cool. One guy has a visceral reaction to seeing Booker hit the Spinaroonie.
I saw the same guy.
He's like in a Kurt Angle shirt. He gets up. He says no, and then he does the cutthroat.
He doesn't fuck with this guy.
Sit your ass down, buddy.
Kurt crazy.
Yeah, we talk about this sometimes about how like sometimes it feels like fans, especially like as wrestling has moved on nowadays, they don't really care who wins. Like they just want the good match or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's so fucking cool to see like a guy stand up in a Kurt Angle shirt when Booker does a Spinaroonie. No! Fuck you!
I had money on this match. Fuck.
Hey, sit down. You're next.
Is that Justin? I heard about you.
Every time Booker is up in this match, there's a dude booing. He just boo.
Dude, big loud one guy, yeah.
It's just one dude like beside the mic or something. Boo.
Yeah,
Bradshaw's messaging Alvarez saying, wow, the WCW guys really blew it tonight.
So Kurt just literally sprints at Booker and tackles him with a line for a double down.
Dude, that was gnarly. That was awesome.
What was that? Like, it wasn't a line? Because to me, it just looked like he ran full body into him and killed him.
Yeah, he tackled him at first, right? And then like it showed a replay and he got his arm out for the line. But yeah, because it was not like a line, like it was body to body. Yeah, it just looked like a tackle. It
sounded good too. Yeah, I mean like a noise. I was like, oh shit.
This is a physical match. Like that's really like I can't get enough of like Kurt was really good at the physical matches too, and like Booker's gonna meet him every way down on that one.
Hell yeah.
Kurt tries to mount a comeback, but Booker shuts him down with the spine buster.
Great spine buster too.
Yeah, it was awesome. It wasn't the 110th Street Slam. I wish it was. I could give him a fucking real mean one there.
Dude, Kurt Angle guy in the front row would have a fucking aneurysm if he got hit with one of those.
Dude,
That's
Kurt Angle probably would too. Oh, my fucking back.
He would have shot blood out of his ass, Malachi Black style.
Oh my God. Side note. I've never seen.
Off the record here.
Yeah, we'll come back to this in a minute here. Let's finish on this match. Good Lord, the Malachi Black thing. Booker goes for an NZ, but Kurt grabs the ankle and Booker ends up tapping out. But Shane is distracting the ref.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, Kurt is now pissed at Nick Patrick.
Dude, he should be.
Hits Kurt and it runs into Nick Patrick and he bumps out of the ring.
Like he hits like every rope and then the apron and then the floor.
Booker was like almost too nice. He like hit him and then Kurt lands and then Nick Patrick said, "Oh,
I'm dead."
Kurt then hits the Olympic Slam and Earl Hebner runs out for the count.
Yeah!
Sprinting. Nick Patrick, the other referee, then pulls Earl Hebner out at 2, which is so fucking funny. So Nick Patrick then gets back in the ring and Kurt's like, what the fuck's going on? And he tells Kurt, go ahead and pin him. Yeah, go ahead. So he turns around and he goes to pin him again and then Nick Patrick turns around and then doesn't look at the pin again. And then Earl Hebner gets in the ring and spears Nick Patrick and they're rolling.
Dude, biggest pop of the night was the Earl Hebner spear.
Yeah, it was.
That was fucking sick too. Yeah, all of this played into everything here.
It was awesome. Yeah, I love this finish.
It's always crazy to me when it comes to WWE stuff. Like I felt like ECW was really good at this. Like Heyman was good at putting this together. Like these point to point parts of the matches where you're like, oh, let's hit this and then this and then this.
Finish shit.
Yeah, and then it all leads to one thing and like it's all to get the crowd at their peak.
And it worked.
Yeah, and Heyman was just really good. I don't know if he had any agent stuff on this era or not.
He might have.
Yeah, it definitely fucking seemed like because this is the most ECW ass fucking finish I've ever seen. Like,
this is a Raven main event match ending.
Dude, yeah, right. It definitely was. That's what I felt like watching it. The refs are fighting. You might as well have had all the women out there too. They're cat fighting now, and then he's got the title, and then
oh shit, Big Show here, chokes.
Yeah. So Booker hits Kurt with the title after Earl Hebner speared Nick Patrick. Lil Nate is now here, and he now counts the pin, and Booker retains the WCW title.
WCW bastard that Charles Robinson. Fast count, too. And yeah, Booker retains. Dude, it's funny as fuck. Earl fucking attacks Nick Patrick, like you said. They brawl to the outside, and then other refs are having to break up the refs fighting.
Oh, that's the whole angle. They build up to the ref versus ref match. Remember, keep your crappy shirts on your own side.
With Mick Foley as the ref.
Dude, like it like served a bunch of different masters here for like the way that they booked all this shit. And even though like, you know, I don't know why you're building to the ref match or anything, but I can respect that they at least tried, I guess, if that was the plan. And I thought not only was this match super physical and a great match, I thought the whole finishing sprint was awesome.
I love the finish. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought everything about this was so sick. Kurt and Booker just being super physical in this match, bringing in all the refs to do all the ref shit because you knew you had to. And like, yeah, they just played it perfect. Just a fucking great match here.
I mean, how could you not love the build to the ref match? What, you want to put more WCW guys on this fucking pay-per-view? No fucking way, Buster.
Yeah, Hugh Morris, man. No, put Nick Patrick and Earl Hebner out there.
And a tag team bra and panties match, too. Get that on there while you're at it, please.
Yeah, so Earl Hebner, as they're walking out, is on the floor. His shirt's all ripped out, titties out on the floor. Help!
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he's like, help!
He's disheveled. Holy shit.
That's just funny as hell.
That's awesome.
We go backstage, and Kurt Angle is fucking pissed. Where were you guys?
Dude, he is so fucking mad. He's yelling at Vince and Austin, and Vince says, what the fuck happened out there? And Kurt says, where were you guys? And Austin says, oh, you said you didn't need us. 1996. Kurt says, that's what I said. That's not what I meant. That was 5 years ago.
That was 5 years ago, asshole. People don't forget.
Said I got my head knocked off. What the heck? And Austin says, this is why Stone Cold Steve Austin is going to lead Team WWF in an invasion. I got the belt. I'm the champ. I'm the man. And that's why Team WWF with Stone Cold as leader. Look at me. We're going to whoop some ass. And Kurt says, fine. And Austin says, get your act together, man. Dude, yeah. Funny. This is like, Austin's comedic timing is like unbelievable.
Yeah, he's a funny ass dude. So we go backstage again. This time it's Stacy Keibler's feet, and it goes up to her ass and then to her face. And then it comes out, and it's Stacy Keibler and Tori Wilson, and they're here with Scott Hudson.
Recap.
Well, I remember it very vividly in my head.
You didn't write it down. You don't even have notes on that.
Tell you, I'm just calling it like I see it. I was calling it like I see it, you know?
Understandable.
Just play by play.
Stacy Keibler and Tori Wilson are here with Scott Hudson. Scott Hudson is ready to leave.
He's got a government job and he's going away.
Yeah. Me and my family are actually set. I'm doing pretty well. So Tori says that she has old people fawning over her all the time, but Vince McMahon is the absolute worst.
Is that, yeah. Tori goes like off on him too. Dude, yeah, she said, I've had dirty old men drool over me my entire life. And then for some reason, Scott Hudson like looks up in the air and ponders this and then nods.
Well, he was there for all of it.
Yeah, to try to remember. And Tori says, yeah, that Mr. McMahon, excuse me. It's Mr. McMahon, his whole promo, even though they're on opposing teams. She still gives him the respect of calling him Mr. McMahon. That Mr. McMahon is by far the worst. He thought he could get me in bed just because he's a billionaire and he owns the WWF. How disgusting is that? That's fucking real shit.
I'm noticing.
Real shit. I'm thinking about that.
I'm Scott Hudson pondering.
I'm thinking about it, Scott Hudson style. Stacy says, Tori and I are going to prove why the women of WCW are much more attractive. We have better bodies, and we're way more athletic than Trish and Lita or the WWF superstars. And we thought up the first ever bra and panties tag match at Invasion, and we're going to prove why the women of WCW always come out on top. Who else did they? Asia? Gonna bring Asia over?
Asia. What was the one Nitro girl that had the crazy Kmart promo or whatever?
It wasn't AC Jazz, was it?
It was AC Jazz. That's right.
Walmart promo?
Yeah, whatever it was. I don't remember. That's all I remember.
No, that's what it was. No, you're right. That is what it is.
Funny as shit. I mean, if you really want to get to the nitty gritty of it, I mean, they had some real shooters in there, but Eric Bischoff decided that was not the place. So.
No, we don't need that shit. Come on now.
Yeah, they said instead the WCW women, we love coming up with matches like the Bra and Panties tag team match.
Yeah, man, we're gonna have Medusa feud with Oklahoma. I think that's a good way to fucking go with this.
Yeah, and we're gonna have Evan Courageous fight a referee. That has nothing to do with women. I just thought it was funny. So we go backstage. APA is talking with the Dudley boys, and they they didn't know that shit was going to happen, and they said they're down for a rematch anytime.
I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, like Bradshaw says, listen, Spike's your brother, and we didn't know this shit was going to happen. We don't want them. We didn't want to win the titles that way. You guys want a rematch? You got it as early as SmackDown if you want. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, like to leave that open ended like that. Like they immediately want to make up for this. That's a very cool babyface thing to do. And they said, "How about a cold beers on us all night, our treat?" And Bubba says, "Oh, thanks a lot, but not right now. Why don't you ask us again at the end of the night?" What do you mean by this?
Maybe he's okay, sure. That means more beer for us. All right. Cool. So we go to Kane versus Mike Awesome and Lance Storm handicap match.
Yes, Mike Awesome's the hardcore champion, as you said earlier, but they have waived the 24/7 hardcore rule until after Invasion.
Mike Awesome and Lance Storm look fucking fantastic here.
Well, this is Team Goddamn Canada, James.
Yeah, dude. I mean, where's Major Guns first off? Second off.
That's a good question. She's getting Canadianized again.
So Mike Awesome and Lance Storm, like I said, dude, they look great here.
They do.
I can't watch this shit without thinking and getting mad as fuck when I watch this shit, because how the fuck did Mike Awesome not work here?
I don't know. We talk about it every time, and I'm sure, people are tired of it, but what the fuck, dude?
I'm gonna say it every fucking time.
Come on, man.
Because it seriously makes no fucking sense to me.
Look at
I'm
this big
sorry.
bastard.
Yeah, there had to be like a fucking agenda at play here. I don't give a fuck. You know how many stoic and uncharismatic motherfuckers are on that show? And you're telling me forever, and I mean to this day.
Yeah,
to this day.
Fucking for
and
real.
you're telling me that Mike Awesome couldn't cut it? That motherfucker was like 7'9", fucking 350 pounds of meat sauce.
Yes.
And you're telling me this guy couldn't fucking cut it in the WWF? No, you couldn't cut it, Vince McMahon. You son of a bitch.
Fuck you. This guy could stand on the top rope with no hesitation and powerbomb you to shit.
Yeah, man. I don't know. That don't work for me. So Mike Awesome and Lance Storm look fucking fantastic here, and I'm getting fucking mad again. I'm getting mad again.
No. Well, here's a question for you before you get into it.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
Now, I asked you this over the weekend, I think, and I want, maybe Tony has a good answer for this. Why do they announce the combined weight for a tag team? What does that mean? It's not like they're combining in the mat. Like, they're not putting both their weights on anybody. Like, what? Is it just to make it less wordy?
Because they're a team. I don't know.
Well, I was trying to think if maybe it had something to do with boxing or MMA or something. Or
there's
if
no
anything,
tag.
it had to be boxing. Yeah. Well, there is now.
Oh, sure. I guess. Yeah. That's fucking fair
Which
point.
is crazy.
Yeah,
okay,
it
says wrestling weight classes ensure fair competition by pairing wrestlers with opponents of similar size.
But that's
and
like for
attributes.
weight classes. This is like announcing combined weights to
Or maybe just like when you get two big guys and they're combined like 1,000,000 pounds.
I mean, that sounds awesome. Yeah,
sounds
sure.
awesome. That's probably why they do that.
Kane and fucking Big Show are 4,000 pounds. Yeah, that sounds sick.
I think that's definitely like probably a Vince thing, because he just really, because I remember especially in like the early like New Gen and even earlier stuff, like Vince would always be like, "Whoa, Yokozuna and fucking whatever, like 60 million pounds." How do you beat these guys?
And to be honest, I probably had the same reaction. Whoa, these guys are 60 million.
Dude, I'm saying whoa because he's saying whoa. He's like 60 billion pounds. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck?
But like Mike Awesome and Lance Storm are like a combined like 400.
Just normal weight, yeah.
Yeah, Kane's weight.
Awesome and Storm get in the ring, and Y2J makes his entrance. I was like, what the hell's going on here?
What?
And it turns into a tag team match. So it's Chris Jericho and Kane. They're very often tag team partners, and they're going to take on Storm and Awesome. For some reason, Kane was cool with it. He said, yeah, that's cool. You can just be in the match.
Dude, not only was Kane cool with it, Lance Storm and Mike Awesome also were cool with it.
Yeah, just ring the bell, man.
And yeah, I guess. I mean, maybe it's like the WWF referee said okay, so that's why it happened. But like, it's like, yeah, like again, rip up the script. We'll just
just had to make
there.
some changes. I can suspend my disbelief or whatever.
Sure.
So Kane and Jericho take it to Mike Awesome early. Mike Awesome cuts Jericho off with a mean fucking line, just fucking barrel rolls him with it.
Annihilates him.
You're next. Paul Heyman mentions oh yeah man, get on out of here, man. So Paul Heyman mentions that Lance Storm and Jericho were the Thrill Seekers in a tag team before, and JR
That's
says
cool.
well, that was a long time ago, so who cares?
He did not fuck with him bringing up stuff outside of here.
Mike Awesome gets the heat segment on Jericho, and then Jericho, of course, goes for his patented double axe and gets caught in a belly-to-belly.
Of course.
Storm then tags in and eats an Enzy by Jericho, and Jericho gets the hot tag. Kane is going for the choke slam on Mike Awesome.
Oh,
but wait! A fan and Rob Van Dam have jumped in the ring, and they're here to cause a ruckus.
Who's that man? Shoot him on sight.
RVD comes in here, shirt tucked into the jorts. Legendary RVD look. Tommy
Great
Dreamer's
look.
here too.
Dude, yeah, JR says, oh, they're former ECW guys. And Heyman says, yes, they are.
Those are my guys.
Yeah, so Storm,
I didn't
Awesome.
pay any of them.
Storm, Awesome, RVD, and Dreamer are all jumping Kane and Jericho. And JR says, oh, business is picking up here. Here comes the WWF guys. And here comes the WWF guys that run down to the ring. Taz, the Dudley Boys, Just Incredible, Raven, and Rhino.
Yeah, how did JR not go, wait a damn minute?
Hold on a second.
Maybe he just believed Joe. He's like, I scouted all these guys.
He didn't watch ECW.
It doesn't help that RVD and Tommy Dreamer have ECF and W t-shirts on also. Like,
Yeah,
come on,
dude.
you don't get it? Can't connect the dots here yet?
No, JR's a fucking idiot. The ring is full of WWF spirit.
WWF homegrown talent. The Dudleys and Raven and Taz.
Just incredible. Let's go.
Yeah, yo, you dealing with the X Factor. Yo,
They
you
made
dealing
fun of
with
him
the
on
X Factor.
Heat. Team WWF is facing off with the 4 dudes that are together, and 2 of them are wearing ECW shirts. And then Heyman says, whoa! Feel this moment, JR. Feel this moment for the rest of your life. And then all of them slowly turn and face Jericho and Kane, and they all start kicking the shit out of them.
Yeah, really. Come on, dude. That's Kane, regular dude.
Yeah, normal. And Jericho works for ECW. Come on, man. Leave him alone. What
Yeah,
the
come
fuck?
on. And he was in the Thrill Seekers. Well, I don't give a fuck shit about that.
Fuck them fucking motherfuckers. Goddamn.
They should thrill seek their way out of this company, I'll tell you that.
You know what? Kick Jericho's ass a little more for me while you're at it.
Why don't you guys jump Lance Storm too while you're at it?
So yeah, these guys turn around, start stomping out Jericho and Kane. There's ECW chants. RVD brings a chair into the ring. Dreamer hits the Spicoli driver on Jericho.
Yeah, he just straight up calls it. That was funny.
Yeah. RVD hits the Van Daminator on Kane as they hold Kane's arms. And Jericho says, damn it, Paul, what the hell is this all about? Well, he just figured it out.
Oh, shit. Yeah, what the fuck? That's
Wait a
ECW.
second.
I've never seen these dudes. This must be what
He
ECW
doesn't
is.
even know. He doesn't even know yet. He's like, well, can you please tell me what is
Paul,
happening
what
here?
happened?
I can't
What's
see.
going on here?
I fling boo. Heyman says, you want to know what happened? You want to know what this is all about? You want answers? Well, I say you finally deserve a damn answer. So Heyman gets up very sweaty from commentary, gets into the ring with the mic, and he says, it's time now to, tell you the truth, JR. So tonight, JR, I'm going to give you the whole damn truth. I've been sitting like a damn corporate sellout next to that damn pig. Talking about JR.
Yeah, what the
Hey,
fuck? It like pans over to him. He's like, what the fuck?
Catching strays for no reason.
And I've been talking about WWF versus WCW. I've been spilling my guts about this invasion, and it seems to me like everybody has forgotten the tribe of Extreme. What is that? I've never heard of this shit.
Paul Heyman and his friends are wrestlers?
I thought he went from WCW and disappeared until now.
Where's your phone, Paul?
So Heyman says, these men were too extreme for the WWF versus WCW, and to me, this man and this man have left Shane McMahon's WCW, talking about Storm and Mike Awesome, and these 6 men have left Vince McMahon's WWF, and they have joined ECW, and anytime they want revenge, we'll take on the WWF and we'll take on WCW, and we're not hard to find because the invasion has just gotten taken to the extreme, and somehow they had the ECW theme ready to go.
Yeah,
and
that's
played it.
pretty insane. Yeah.
And
With Paul Heyman ad-libs. Extreme.
That's odd.
Well, he's a
And for-
commentator. He can pull some strings in the back. He can make it happen.
Why didn't the sound guy give anyone the Iggy that, hey, ECW's about to fucking try to kill our company here,
They
guys?
probably did. They probably pulled JR over and said, I think, have you heard this song? And he starts in Extreme. He said, no, I don't know what this is anyway. I got to go out there.
Is that Albert's song?
I don't really know what you pulled me over here for. You're fired.
ECW's coming back. What the hell is ECW? Never heard of that. Eastern Championship Wrestling? That's not
I
dead.
looked on the website. I only know about WCW.
Yeah, we do know that one.
For some reason, so all the guys are celebrating in the ring. For some reason, Devon does Raven's taunt.
That's the ECW time.
Dude,
man.
just incredible in the long tights with Lance Storm doing the Impact Players pose of the ring. It's so fucking funny.
Cursed.
It's so fucking funny, man. I bet JR's like, what the fuck is going on? Who the hell is the Coley driver?
Is she in there? You're next.
Which one of these guys is Spicoli Driver?
Where is Kane Dewey? Where the hell is that Kane Dewey at? Did he just get beat up, Kane Dewey?
Kane Dewey and Spicoli Driver. I'm gonna look over their contracts.
We signed him to a long-term deal. What's going on here?
And once I find Van Daminator,
V Daminator and S Driver. Call them the thrill seekers, maybe. Huh?
not here. Not around here, partner.
So we fade to black here, and then that's it. The show's over. Ends with ECW joining the invasion. That's a pretty sweet ending for Raw.
Shockingly, Tony, this is not the end of the show. In fact, there's more that, like, we speedrun a month of angles right after this.
Dude, if you would have had this at the end of Raw, and then they would have done more on SmackDown or something, that would have been cool too. But yeah, they're speedrunning it here.
Well, I'm sure we'll have a lot we can discuss at the end here about what the fuck happened here.
Oh, you know what? I also want to bring up the Malachi Black AEW.
Oh, okay, yes. Now that's a good time to talk about this after we talk about JR. Oh my.
Yeah. It was just funny. That's it. That's all I gotta say. I just
Okay, so we got his ass blasted. Okay,
we watched. James saw it and he sent me the clip and he said, "Dude, did they fucking have this bloodbath come up from the canvas?" I said, "There's no way that's fucking possible." So I watch it. I'm like, "Oh no, this came from the ceiling, but it's insane." And I could see what you saw. So like the blood comes down so fast from the top, and it's shot so weird that like it looks like it shoots up from the canvas right up Malachi Black's ass.
Dude, I thought I should have me dying laughing for like 10 minutes. Like I legit couldn't start the podcast because I kept thinking about this. Like he's standing in the middle of the ring, and the way that he sells this is so crazy. So like we got like a real low quality version of it, and it looks like the blood just shoots over the canvas into his ass, and he goes,
then he falls back, and the blood starts annihilating his head.
It's the most concentrated fucking bloodbath I've ever seen. It's like someone shot blood out of a gun.
Dude, if you told me he got concussed from getting hit in the head by that, I'd believe you.
Dude, I would too. He was like in legit pain. He's like holding his ass in his head.
Help! Get me out of here!
That shit was so fucking funny, man. Oh,
that's
man.
Nuts.
Yeah, it's like they had Malachi Black in there, and Tony Khan said, "Yeah, hit him with the bloodbath gun."
Drown him! Drown that man now! Drown him!
Oh man,
shoot blood up his ass!
That shit was funny as fuck, dude. I know they're bringing that gay girl too. He's about to come in fucking and
banging.
It's gonna be the Vampire Warrior. Oh, that's the Vampire Warrior. He's fucking and sucking.
Oh my god,
man! And it's me.
Oh shit, who's that?
I don't know who that is. Yeah, that's
okay,
weird.
fair enough.
Yeah, that's a new brew.
Anyway, all right, back to the show.
Yeah, sorry about that. I just had to get it, So it comes back from, that was our commercial break. We're back. So it comes back from commercial with Jim Ross and an empty seat, which is sad.
What the fuck?
Yeah, how did that just happen?
In my 25 years, I never experienced anything quite like this. The Spicoli Driver was there.
S Driver and B Daminator.
And you gotta wonder how long this hideous Heyman had been planning this ECW song in the WWF. This fat son of a bitch.
World champions, travel the world.
Hey, yeah, JR just goes over the whole angle and talks about, Tommy Dreamer and RVD wearing ECW colors. I mean, could you believe this? The ECW colors of green.
Black.
I mean, the song says flashing lights blue and red. I'm not really sure what's going on here.
Dude, did RVD just have a bunch of these shirts, or Tommy Dreamer or somebody? I don't know. They just have these very specific ECF and W shirts.
Well, they all wear them at the end.
Sold. Yeah, they sold this shirt. So they just put all these on now.
Yeah, wear this. You have to be a cohesive unit.
Yeah, they absolutely, like WWF in that regard does not give a fuck. They said, look, we got to sell these shirts, so everyone wear these shirts. We go backstage. Shane comes up to Vince, but Vince, like, I don't know how this was recorded. Vince is like looking at him, and then he's like, come on.
Yeah, it's super weird. You're right. Like, he's walking in the hallway, and like usually they'll like ignore somebody else is there, but yeah, he's staring right at him.
Vince like sees the guy out. Come on. He's got like the hands and shit out.
And Shane says, I've been looking for you. And Vince says, oh, you're looking for me? I ought to kick your ass right now.
Oh, okay, damn. Dad.
So they go. Shane says, "Listen, man, we got a problem. We got to work together. You lost 6 of your guys. I lost 2 of mine. I can't afford to lose any more guys, man, or else I'm gonna have to put Hugh Morris on this fucking invasion team.
And I'm not fucking doing that. I'll leave. I'll fucking go to start another job."
And JR just fired Buff Bagwell. I'm fucked.
That was my boy.
Yeah, well, you're next.
Oh no. Yeah, we just picked up Esh Spicoli, V Daminator, P.I. Stinker.
Can't do P.I. Stinker. Wait a second.
Hey, hold on.
Son of a bitch. Fish taker. So, yeah, Shane says, Paul Heyman is here. ECW's in our house, the McMahon house, and I need your help tonight. 10 guys he has. I'll take 5 of my guys. You take 5 of yours. And we put our differences aside for one match. And you'll get yours at Invasion, but tonight I need your help to take out ECW. And Vince says, all right.
Okay. I don't really know what's going on anymore, but sure, we'll do that tonight.
This is Speed Run, bro.
Yeah, fuck the Invasion main event. We'll just do whatever that is tonight.
We'll do the inaugural brawl tonight. What?
So we have Scotty 2 Hotty versus X-Pac for the light heavyweight title up next.
Fuck yeah, we do.
They're
plus
bringing
10, plus 10, plus 10, plus 10, plus 10, plus 10, plus 10. Let's get to this 10 match, please.
Well, they're bringing in the cruiserweight title, so they have to make sure this light heavyweight joint is on the show, or else it just looks
that
stupid.
makes sense. Yeah, that's fair.
No, you're dealing with the X Factor.
Dude,
I know you're watching.
Scotty 2 Hotty comes out and hits an intense dance. He's gritting his teeth like he's in physical pain doing these dances.
He's one of my favorite undercard guys ever.
He's so over, too.
He's fucking good, and he used to do the
good.
DDT on the top.
Oh my god, what a good move.
Yeah, that shit was awesome.
Dude, X-Pac gets into the ring and they unleash the hair dryer crazy here, man.
Yeah, they had to. You have to. Understandable.
Because you gotta know X-Pac sucks, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't do much here, but it was a fun little match. I enjoyed my time with it, but I don't think it was a great match.
It was short enough that I was not offended by it, but no, they don't really do much. I mean, the one thing that I do want to note that was funny as fuck is Scotty is on the outside and X-Pac heads to the top, a big high flyer X-Pac, and hits the double axe handle to the back of Scotty's head.
Yeah. Dude, and he's like, boo me.
Yeah, look at the fuck.
Scotty hits his comeback, which includes a super kick. So I guess everyone in the mid card of WWF currently is doing a super kick.
Well, Sean's not there, so let him loose.
Yeah, everybody, if you want to do the super kick, do it now.
Fuck Sean. We hate him.
Scotty looks for the bulldog for the worm, but X-Pac reverses. I wrote down worm here, but it's the worm. Scotty gets.
Hey.
Wait, what if he fucked the word up one time, misspelled it or something? That's the way he reverses it every time. Scotty gets the upper hand with a jawbreaker. He does go for the worm. He gets off the WORM, but X-Pac rolls to the apron.
Son of a bitch.
Scotty trips him up and then rolls him back in, and then X-Pac reverses a sunset flip, sits down on it, holds the rope.
Teabags him.
Yeah, and steals the win. That is a great way to explain that. That is exactly what happened.
Yeah, it was full teabag. And then, X-Pac wins holding the ropes. And Scotty 2 Hotty has an unbelievable facial expression after the end of his I could hear that in his head. Yeah, that's perfect. Wow.
We go backstage. All the stars of WWF and WCW are here.
Dude, yeah, so it's Vince and Shane in the locker room, and there's 5 WWF guys on one side, 5 WCW guys on the other side.
This is the cream of the crop.
Dude, well, here, listen to the big stars that are here. The WWF side is the APA, Billy Gunn, Big Show, and Hardcore Holly. But listen to this. The WCW side, Chris Kanyon, Chuck Palumbo, Sean O'Hare, Sean Stasiak, and Mark Jindrak.
Dude, what the fuck is going on? There's a dude
what happened here?
There's a dude in the back chanting Goldberg.
There's a bunch of I think it's the crowd.
Yeah,
the crowd's like chanting it. They're like, "Fuck this, dude!
Fuck this!" Yeah.
DDP, drive your ass back here on that motorcycle now.
Yeah, what the fuck, DDP?
Booker T, you're working twice.
Yeah, I mean, Big Show did, brother. It's time to get in the ring.
Yeah, stop playing. So Vince says, I never thought I'd see the day when a WCW team would team up with a WWF team, especially this shitty ass team. I mean, God,
yeah, it is ridiculous.
And we gotta put an end. This is fucking ridiculous. I mean, what happened here?
This is all pay-per-view.
Where's Buff Bagwell?
Yeah, really, Buff Bagwell could have been on. They said, I'm gonna put Sean Stasiak in this one.
Fired? No, he's fired. So whatever. Vince says, we gotta put an end to this ECW crap, and we'll do this tonight as long as all of you take direction from my guys. And Shane says, whoa, that's what, hold on now. Hold on, big fella. That's where you're messing up. You guys will follow my guys.
Not right here, partner.
Big Show says, fuck that. Yeah, no, you're right. And Big Show and Bob Holly start arguing with Shane, and Shane says, chill out. We're in the house of McMahon. And Vince says, there can only be one leader of both teams. And Shane says, listen, I'm going to personally lead the charge down there for this team, where I'm going to lead everyone down to the ring. And Vince says, listen, you're going to personally lead this. You're going to be held personally responsible. And then there's Goldberg chants. This is going on here. And Shane says, that's fine. This is one match only. After this, all bets are off. And Shane leaves and the WCW guys follow. And then Vince stops the WWF guys as they're leaving and says, hey, don't listen to a damn thing Shane tells you to do. Do what you want to do. And fucking Bob Holly says, oh, hell, fuck yeah. I'll take liberties tonight.
So we have Team WWF and Team WCW versus Team ECW.
A 10-man tag.
I just want to reiterate here,
please,
that this is the best that the WWF, WCW, and ECW have to offer. And man, this is crazy.
Yes, it is.
This is about the only time you see any of these you sniff the main event of anything.
Oh my! And how. There's so many questions I have. Let's talk about the match first, and then we'll kind of talk about more.
Dude, okay. Bradshaw comes out here again. He's soaking wet.
Why are you so wet, dude?
How the fuck is this possible? I've never, he must, super target the water bottle to go all the way. It's got to be multiple water bottles.
It's like a pull of it on his shirt, man. It's unbelievable.
It's
How's that possible?
I've never seen this before.
Well, Team WWF comes out to the APA theme, and it's, as I said, the APA, Billy Gunn, Hardcore Holly, and The Big Show. And then and Lillian gives them all introductions, individually named, as they come out. Team WCW then comes out to Shane McMahon's music, and Lillian says, introducing Team WCW, Chris Kanyon, Chuck O'Hara.
Hey.
And then she just doesn't introduce anyone else on the team.
Stop talking.
Chuck O'Hara. JR says, oh, well, Lillian needs a scorecard here. And then JR lists all the people in the match.
Yeah,
that's
dude.
funny.
She's keeping kayfabe alive. She doesn't know anything about WCW. She hates WCW.
Lillian, you're next.
Yeah, dude. I actually really like the beginning of this. Bradshaw and Sean O'Hare are just fucking tearing into each other here.
Because they're the opposing company's tag champions.
Yeah, and they're tearing into each other, and then Sean O'Hare slaps Bradshaw, and then everyone in the ring just starts beating each other's asses.
Yeah, that was not even a hesitation, trying to back each other off or anything. That was the signal. All right, let's fucking go.
Everyone is supposed to be on a team with each other right now in this ring. ECW hasn't even come out here yet.
JR is also pissed on commentary. He says, this is chaotic. You gotta be on the same team.
So Team WWF throws them all out of the ring, and the crowd pops huge for this.
Dude, Billy Gunn throws Kanyon to the floor, and Kanyon yells, oh, shit!
He yells it real loud into the camera.
It probably hurt like shit, man.
Yeah, man, it's awful.
Dude, did they ring the bell here at one point or something? I swear they rang the bell when they started brawling.
They rang the bell during this? Is that right?
I swear they were brawling. When they were all brawling, I swear they rang the bell or something.
That happens on our show all the time.
The bell rings when ECW attacks the WWF. That's when the bell rings.
Okay.
I wrote that down here, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Team ECW then makes their entrance to the crowd.
Which is cool.
Yeah, that is cool. And then it turns into a huge fucking schmoz. I mean, it's just the biggest you can get.
Dude, JR says, they're coming down, and JR says, and look at Heyman. He ran his company out of business, and now he's trying to make a name for himself on our time. Fucking son of a bitch.
Dude, okay, so they get in the ring. The way that they throw the WWF guys out, and the way that the Big Show gets thrown out of the ring here, dude, is maybe the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
They jump all on top of him first because they get rid of all the other WWF guys. It's only Big Show left, so it's fucking 10 dudes kicking the shit out of Big Show. And I thought he was going to do the Rumble spot where he explodes out.
Sure,
me too.
Yeah,
Me too. Yeah, that's what I thought.
He does not do that, though.
No, instead, they beat his ass, they open up the middle rope, and then they toss him to the outside, and the way that he falls to the outside, he's holding on the rope, and then he just slides down full vertical head first.
12-6! It was like he was... Dude, it's the funniest fucking visual ever, because you're right. They're holding, I think maybe he wanted to grab the bottom rope and they were holding it down, so he just fucking slips out and falls fucking straight down onto his head, and he's so big, so it feels like forever until he's actually on the floor.
It's using the hard cam shot, so all you see is like this vertical Big Show like hanging on the side of the ring.
That's so fucking funny.
So ECW calls the WCW guys into the ring, and then they don't fight.
No.
They start high-fiving.
Fuck! How could this
shit!
Be? How could this fucking be?
WCW!
WCW!
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, they all start high-fiving until Canyon realizes there's a WWF ref in the ring, and he grabs him and throws him to the floor. Oh, shit. And then they go out of the ring and start stomping on the WWF guys on the floor. Heyman and Shane are hugging in the ring. This is bullshit, man. How is this possible?
Vince McMahon comes out and he pretty much says that. Hey, what the hell's going on here?
What the hell is this? What the hell is going on? What the hell are you doing?
Shane starts doing commentary for the WCW and ECW guys kicking the other dude's ass.
Shane says, just sit back and enjoy and watch. Check out your WWF. Oh, yeah. Taz Mission, baby. Taz Mission.
Taz locks it in a Hardcore Holly.
Yeah, then Shane says, "What? You know what? One more. Feed him in. Feed him in," he says. Feed him in. Then they send Bradshaw in, and Sean O'Hare invents the F5.
Yeah, dude, super spinning F5 here. And I know Bradshaw's thinking in his head, man, I'm going to kill the shit out of you at the pay-per-view. You better run for your life.
Yeah, at the pay-per-view, at the bar after this show, I'm sending
backstage,
you to hell.
gorilla position. Don't look me in the eyes, buddy.
Yeah, fucking Sean O'Hare hits the F5. Shane says, "Woo, yeah. You know, one last one. Get him. I see it. I see the 3D. Then they hit the 3D on Farouk. Van Dam hits a jumping off the top rope Van Daminator to Billy Gunn.
Yeah, dude, kicks out crazy. I was like, wow, that was pretty impressive.
That was sick as fuck.
Yeah. Vince then starts coming to the ring. I don't know what he thought he was going to do.
I'm going to fucking... I can take at least all the WCW guys. I know that one.
Hit me with the Van Daminator. Which one of you is Spicoli Driver?
You know what? I'm trying to figure that out myself, Vince.
Yeah, I don't know where he went. He was here earlier. That's where he went.
Shane then says, "Hey, Dad, you want to know what's going on? I said I could never compete with your checkbook, but I can outsmart you. And that's what I've done tonight. You see, Dad, you told me that I was personally responsible for everything that happens out here tonight, and you're right. I am personally responsible for WCW and ECW being here tonight."
You got the cadence of him down really well. Like the ending inflections on his words.
It's just The Rock.
Yeah, you're right.
But no, I mean, I guess he has a little bit of his own, thing to it. But yeah, Shane says, "Listen up. Personally responsible for the merger of WCW and ECW. So, Dad, at Invasion, this new entity is gonna kick the WWF's ass." And Vince, I don't know what he was gonna do here. He just wanted to express with his body that he was mad, but it just looks like he's gonna bring his arms up. He's gonna start flapping his arms and fly away.
He was so pissed he lost all of his fucking control of his body.
He does it, then he stands still right after it too.
It's so awkward, dude.
He does a flex and then stops. He's like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "What the hell did I just do?"
He definitely thought that in his head too. He's like, "Oh shit."
That looks stupid.
That's not what I'm gonna do.
Run that back. Fucking WCW. Fucking
Run that back. Where's Buff Bagwell? Get his ass. I'm gonna kick his ass.
I'm firing him now. Shane says, "Oh wait, I got one more thing for you. I am personally responsible and privileged to introduce to you the new owner of ECW. I believe you know this person quite well. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Vince's daughter, Stephanie McMahon Helmsley." Fucking My Time hits. Stephanie comes out. The crowd's like, "Oh shit."
Huge pop.
Dude, yeah. Vince has a shocked look on his face as Stephanie walks by him.
JR's going crazy.
Dude.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
How can this be?
The Princess Vince's little baby girl. Oh my god.
What a great call that is. Yeah, Vince's baby girl. The $1 billion princess. Oh my god. Stephanie walks by him. She gets in the ring. They all celebrate. And JR goes on an unbelievable tirade here.
This is one of my favorite Jim Ross tirades ever, I think.
This is so fucking good. JR says, "For the love of God, the sins of the father are costing us all here in the WWF. I do not believe this. July 9th, 2001, a date that will live in sports entertainment infamy."
He said that about like every day. He's always like, "This is the most historic night in the history of the WWF."
Don't you never forget July 9th, 2001. Vince's son Shane owns WCW. Vince's daughter owns ECW. Oh my God.
Paul Heyman is now unemployed. He doesn't have a job anymore.
Where is Spicoli Driver? And then the show ends with him saying, "May God have mercy on all our WWF souls." That is fucking...
He was really passionate. He said, "I don't want to lose my job, please.
I fucking hate WCW."
It was awful there.
JR is the one guy that would get you to root for WWF as the home team, though. His commentary is like, man.
Tony, he's the only guy that can make me think that Chris Kanyon, Mark Jindrak, Sean Stasiak were threats here.
Well, there's Spicoli Driver also, you know. He's
Spicoli Driver, V-Daminator.
All the ECW legends.
I didn't watch ECW, so, you know, I believed him. Spicoli Driver, I got it.
Yeah, dude, like,
I believed in Spicoli Driver myself.
What a tremendous ending to the show, but...
Dude, there's three endings to this show, by the way.
Why the fuck did they have to do this like this? Why'd they have to rush it?
I think it was like red alert panic mode. Like,
this goes to another pay-per-view after this.
Yeah, they were probably just over it. They're like,
Yeah, it must have been that, right?
Yeah. It had to be something like that.
They could have just made the inaugural brawl with WCW, ECW, and WWF just like a big fucking match.
It would have been more interesting, I think, if they would have left ECW as its own entity.
Do the turn at the Invasion pay-per-view.
Oh, and then they go up on Invasion,
and then you build to the Survivor Series match. Yeah,
that's hot. But they rushed it. I think Vince was just. There was probably a lot of people in his ear too. I'm sure that were like, "Oh, this is not working. WCW, this isn't good for the company. What's going on?"
It probably sounded more like this. This shit's not working.
This day is the blackest day in the history of the World Wrestling Federation.
July 9th. Holy shit! What the fuck do I do? But yeah, man. I mean, like. When I was watching the show, I saw the ECW part. You know, I was watching when they brought Team ECW together, and I was like, oh, fuck. I thought that, like, because I wanted to watch the one where they combined, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe I picked the wrong one. But then I was like, oh, they do this all in the same fucking episode. I don't remember that.
No, me neither. It was
I guess a lot of this shit happens so back to back to back to back in like this era. Sure. Like, it's just sometimes my mind can't, like, I don't know. I just don't remember it that way.
I mean, crazy episode. Like, a lot happens here.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, there's a lot. Because I guess total flip of the book, you know, you gotta make sure you hit everything.
Rip it up. Yeah, but crazy stuff here. The Alliance is officially formed. They're not, I guess, called the Alliance yet until like maybe next week. We see dub. But that is it for WWF Monday Night Raw, July 9th, 2001. Don't you fucking forget it. I swear to God.
The blackest day in the history of the World Wrestling Federation.
And that is it.